Welcome back, crew, to session 15 of Pandemonium. Let's kick it off with a bit of a recap. The crew has just completed their trial of blood and honor, coming up against the leader of the Fallen Sons, a mercenary company that was under the employ of General Thrax and sent to retrieve the Emperor's body from the Temple of Thana. The group, in escaping the Fallen Sons, had uh, grievously injured one of them, leaving the rest alive, and technically everybody alive, but giving this one Fallen Sun soldier significant brain damage, and it's kind of leaving him a shell of his former self, causing the Commander Loke to be pretty enraged. Leaving, kind of gathering his forces and making his way to the Burning Dragon Monastery, where the Gavels had sought sanctuary for both themselves and the Emperor, and challenging the group to the duel. Uh, with the pretty intense fight, with Commander Loke doing his best to take down Wisteria, but the Gavels were able to prevail, beating the pretty much just beating down the Fallen Sons, though bit of things that may come back, because Commander Loke, I think Mockery took him down initially non-lethally, knocking the commander out, but Wisteria, after being brought back to consciousness, slit the commander's throat before standing up and rejoining the fight. Uh, just kind of earning a little bit of anonymity from the Fallen Sons, but still prevailing. With that, the group found the Fallen Sons, under Commander Loke, had made a deal with General Thrax, indicating that if he pursued the duel and lost, the Fallen Sons would be integrated into his legions, without even any delay, without any cause for objection, acquiring him a full control of the mercenary company. And with that, Arx also made his way into the Burning Dragon Monastery for the Peace Summit. Not the Peace Summit, the What Are We Doing with the Emperor Summit, that the Gavels had called for, inviting all of the major factions of the Atarian Empire to come sit at the monastery, and begin debating what to do with the Emperor. But after this, the group, or at least one of the group, Mockery, had a peculiar summons. His unnamed as of yet hyena, for now let's call him hyena, was woke him in the middle of the night with a deep howl and led him into the desert sands, where he found a cadre of Hell Knights, adorned in their intricate heavy armor, with their charismatic and pretty almost distractingly good looking leader Vinnick, commander of the Hell Knights of Kazia, son of Tomek, as well as Maya the goddess. With that, he indicated that the Hell Knights had taken interest in Mockery, but they needed him to accomplish a task for them. They'd been chasing a shadow demon of chaos spawned by Shinzo Z across the sands of Eteria, the demon leaving chaos and just pretty much destruction in its wake. And the demon had made its way into the Burning Dragon Monastery, as well as the kind of the infernal grounds of Nar. With that, the Hell Knights could not follow him without potentially risking an incident with Nar and his followers, and requested that, since Mockery had already been allowed upon the monastery grounds, that he find this infernal beast and slay it, bringing order back to the lands and preventing an incident between the infernal gods and Nar, the god of fire. Since the Shinzo's beast causes havoc there, that could kind of just strain the tensions between the already two fraught camps. With that, and promising that if he was able to successfully do this without incident, he'd be named a Hell Knight arm rigger, and be kind of put into his training to become a full Hell Knight. On the other hand, Jeet was able to meet, after going through that harrowing duel with the Fallen Sons, he met with Melissa, who, after seeing the skills and practice, believed he was ready for the Trial of Flames, inviting him to make his way to Nara's Inferno, and see if he can pass the test. though she was worried because throughout that duel, and even with his increased strength and wielding more of the power of Nar than he ever has, he still has not utilized the flames offensively. And uh, Lisa worried that he was still afraid of the true power that Nar could bring, warning the cleric that he would need to pretty much accept his power if he hoped to succeed the trial. But with this, the group was told to get a good night's sleep, and that tomorrow they'd be kind of making the trek to Nars Inferno and facing their trials. And I think right before we cut off, I think Mockery, you kind of ran and woke up Jeet. Is that right? You're muted. Mockery, you're muted.
Yeah, he specifically kicked open his door and yelled out, "Gee, there's a demon in the monastery."
A demon? In the Burning Dragon Monastery?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He's getting up and starting to put his armor. No.
Yes.
Where? Who? How?
I don't know. It was a part of a bigger demon. Then the Hell Knights killed that demon, and that little fragment ran off. They've been chasing after it, and it ran in here.
The Hell Knights are here? Oh.
No,
Wait, they use fire.
That's the whole reason why it's still here. They can't enter here, and they don't want to start another war. So they can't. So it's just, we have to kill it. I have to kill it.
Wait, you got this mission from the Hell Knights? No, that doesn't matter. Don't tell me. Demon in the monastery needs to be taken care of. All right, my shield, the sword. Let's go. Wait, where is it?
I was tasked with tracking it down. I'll find it. Actually, don't you have... I thought I heard something about your trials.
Yes, yeah, that is tomorrow morning. Not...
I think it might be today.
Wait, is it? Hold on. Oh, shit, sun's coming up. Okay,
All right,
okay.
Jeet, I'll take care of the demon. You, this day is special to you. This 6th of Norin. Your trials, focus on them. I'll take care of the demon. You have my word.
Wait, no. We have to... If there's a demon in the monastery, that is the first business. Urgent business. Have you told the others what we have to do something now? The trials, they can wait.
No. Trust me. I can take care of this.
Okay, he sheathes his bastard sword. All right, next time you tell me that there's a demon in the monastery, make sure that I don't have something urgent going on that day.
I'm sorry, you're just the first person I thought of to tell, because, it's your monastery.
It is! Yes, that's why I don't want to go to the trial now. Oh, is this a crisis of fate? Did Mulisa send you? Is this a part of the test? Is this part of the trial? This is part of the trial, isn't it?
Is it? No, it can't be.
Oh, that only makes it worse. Okay. No, okay. You and the others. I trust you all. I've seen you all. We work great as a group, and you can do this. I think I should be with you. But if you look me in the eye and tell me to go take the test, I will go. But I don't want to, but I will go.
And he just stays silent for a minute as he himself considers.
Okay.
Everyone else up. And then decide from there.
We have some time, not a lot, but some time before I have to be out. The moment the sun is blazing in the sky, I need to start making the ascent.
All right. Wisteria! Will! As Mockery just sticks his head out the door. Beric!
You called?
Oh! And Mockery will basically summarize the entire events that has occurred here to the party.
I imagine we're all being pulled together for this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to role play out you finding each of us individually and telling the same story. Although that would be funny. I don't think we want to sit here for the next 5 minutes to do that.
I do kind of like the idea of Mockery kicking open each of the Gavel's doors and saying there's a demon in the Dragon Monastery. But I think he would take this situation a bit more with grace after the first door kick open.
Oh, right. And now, considering that I am quite good at knowing about demons, pretty good. Probably not as good as Wisteria, but pretty good. I know a lot. I know some demon stuff. How bad would I think this is? You know what I mean? Like, how much danger is this demon potentially causing?
Well, give me a religion check. But so far, the only thing that they described was a piece of a bigger demon that broke off. So it's one that's kind of hard to get a good grasp on. But we'll see kind of what you know about Shinzo Z and his demonic followers, his infernal followers.
There we go. Oh, that was supposed to be secret. I think I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, so with this demon, it's hard to tell, but Shinzo's demons are some of the worst. The other infernal gods like to keep up an image. Like Makesh likes to act like the god of prosperity, even though he's also the infernal lord of greed. Rog still likes to kind of play the god of war, even though he it spurns like fear and fury everywhere he goes. They like the loftier title they chose for themselves versus what they truly are. Shinzo, some people have branded him the god of freedom, but he pretty much does what he wants to. He does what he thinks will be entertaining, and his demons are usually sent to entertain him. And they usually entertain him by causing chaos. They love going up against heroes. That's one of the Shinzo's favorite things, is to find a hero and put something in danger and see what they'll do about it. He loves watching heroes do their thing. Doesn't mean he won't kill them. Doesn't mean he won't pretty much torment them. He just finds it really, really entertaining. Some call him the forger of heroes, because those that survive his torments usually go on to great things. But
all right, so
the entertainment.
So this is quite possibly the worst possible infernal god to have sent a demon into the monastery.
Especially since Shinzo has never once answered my prayers, so I'm very unfamiliar with how some of his demons can function, except some of his followers explode.
Cool. Speaking of how the demons function, would that role have told me like any place to like where to start looking for it, perhaps?
Not where to start looking for it. One thing you will know is that Shinzo favors shadow demons. That his demons often kind of hunt or kind of at least lurk for the shadows.
Good.
Would Jeet? Oh, just also wondering where not to look. Like, would Jeet know how much of the monastery, if any, was like hallowed against evil presence?
And that's actually a good thing. So I should have mentioned this too when you first described it. So Jeet, you should like. It's very surprising that the infernal thing was even able to make it onto the monastery grounds. They're all hallowed, and you can guess. And Jeet, you wouldn't even need to be told this. You'd know for sure. That's why the Hell Knights didn't come on. They would have pretty much announced themselves as soon as they crossed through, and then probably would have been trying to fight through the hallowed and trying to fight almost the grounds themselves to make their way through. The Shinzo's fiend is able to do it so undetected is very unusual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it must be a particularly tricksy kind of creature to avoid the protection spells that the monks and clerics have cast.
Maybe it hid in someone's shadow, almost like a possession. And then, once it got to where it needed to be, it jumped out.
Could this mean that perhaps somebody on the inside summoned it?
I asked about that, and they said no.
Well, I spent all last week looking for hidden places around the monastery and the best places to hide and sneak around without being seen. So I can start looking at some of those spots to see if the demon used them as well.
When did you do that?
Wait, why? Why did you do that?
I saw you with a bunch of, monks at the monastery asking how you were doing. When did you have the time?
Oh, I make the time. I keep an organized schedule and make sure I have time for everything I want to accomplish. But yeah, if we're going to catch it, we better get moving soon. If there's no other leads, we should maybe start scouting the grounds.
I can't.
All right.
Give me one spot to look. That's it. That's all I have time for.
I say we split up.
Might have to if we want to find it quickly.
I can take the taverns.
That's actually not a bad place to look.
Hiding in plain sight.
If you find it, everyone has a whistle, right?
Yes, finally, I do.
Oh, shoot.
Mockery's eyes
Elric.
flick to the side and then back.
We've been over this.
Hold on. I bought this dang whistle. Where is it? It's not in my inventory. Hold on a second. I know I did this. There it is. Okay, I found it.
Elric will he'll whistle with his thumbs and go, "This'll suffice." Don't need no fancy whistle.
All right, so
My dog can howl.
we divide up the labor and split up, and we start looking. I don't
Well, as
know
you
how
guys
big
split
hard that's gonna
away.
be.
Well, Mockery, where do you go? Out of curiosity. The rest we'll figure out in a second.
You know, I'd like to roll an Infernal Gods lore to figure out where would be the most entertaining spot for this thing to go. I, out of character, have an idea because of things we've been told. But I want to see if Mockery figures out that's probably going to go where Jeet's going to mess with his trial.
All right, give it a Infernal Lore roll.
I'm going to use my hero point immediately.
You burned it early.
Yep. You can
Yeah,
always earn more.
You've studied Shins. I mean, you may not have gotten a chance to connect with him, not felt any of his blessings or presence, but you've definitely learned about him. He would definitely kind of favor in a monastery like this. It's like his almost ideal breeding ground. People with strong convictions that can fight. Messing with them would be something he would enjoy. And you'd guess he also, because he doesn't really care about peace with the divine gods. If Nahar wants to go to war, that'd be a fun day for him. So he has no computations about going deeper from the Burning Dragon Monastery into kind of the holy grounds of Nahar's Inferno. And you'd guess like a shadow demon like that, the mountain cast a fairly deep shadow. But while you're looking that up, everybody else, well, you guys go out, Belric searching the cantina, not the cantina, this isn't Star Wars, the tavern. Everybody else kept going about and searching for it. Each of you guys is approached by a different figure. Their eyes clouded over with darkness, all of them holding a piece of paper. They only come up to you when you're kind of by yourself. And they approach you with this note and just hand it to you, kind of complete stoic look, like almost as if they're asleep, but still holding this paper for dear life. And they hand it for you. It says, "A message for you." these are people that are around the monastery. One of them is one of the cooks. One of them is one of the maids, kind of one of the young students that cleans up across the area. Like, these are just kind of like more the support staff for this facility, and all kind of carrying it glossy-eyed with black.
Can we open the note?
You can. When you open the note, you see it is kind of written almost. It's written out, but like almost like in like the serial killer block type things, where they're like cut out different pictures. Like it's different fonts and tones throughout it. Like almost like 6 different people wrote it. But you do see it. It says, "The Infernal Lord Shinzo Z invites Will of Rashaniel, Anjanit of the Burning Dragon Monastery, Wisteria of Moklan, and Belric Stone to come and play with him on the mountain. He desires your presence and would like to see what these newfound gavels can do. Make your way to the Nars Inferno at the peak, and then you'll have a chance to play his game."
No, not the peak. And he's running.
They destroyed like must be at least 10 different holy books to get this together. It's cut out from so many different places.
I'm not really expecting a response, but I'll ask the figure. How were you able to get into the library to get all these notes and words?
You just see him like standing there, like just glassy-eyed, and when you ask him a question, he just like his hand like rises up and points at the note, like it just goes, but dead silence, like eyes like looking almost past you.
Mockery's gonna meet up with the party, probably Jeet first, and say,
I figured it out. He's going to be going up the mountain to mess with your trials.
Mockery, they're going to be up at the mountain, at the peak.
Yes, I just
It
don't.
might mess with my trials. Oh, okay, yes. Because Shinzo Z sent a message,
He did.
and he like passed it over. Yes, this is bad. This is bad.
Oh, he didn't ask for me.
Yeah. That's the letter. I can't believe this is one of the gods you invoke in our battles. We have to leave now. Oh wait, the others are coming too.
G Mockery, I got a note from Shinzo Z. He's on the mountain.
You got it too?
Oh, wait, there's more notes? Wow, they must have gotten a lot of books from the
One
library.
other. Jeet got one.
I'll come running up the road, waving one, going, guys, I got a note. I know where they are.
Okay, now I'm getting genuinely insulted.
Hey, no, don't worry. I don't think Bear got one. Bear got one.
Bashnet walks over with a note like, have any of y'all seen this?
Mockery's face is like kind of pissed, but also genuinely hurt right now. Like, damn. Quite actually, damn.
All right. Well,
Where
G,
did you
do
get a
wanna
note to?
show us the way up? I suppose this means that we're going to be joining you on your journey up the mountain. Is that blasphemous? Would we be, I don't know. Is Nar going to smite us if we attempt to climb the mountain without being a part of the trial?
Is Nar gonna smite us if we don't deal with a demon invading his monastery?
Okay,
I'm
okay.
wearing a lot of holy symbols for a lot of the infernal god. This might actually
None of this is good. None of this is good. Okay, so Nar, he won't smite, but his inferno, right? The heat that it gives out. I don't know if all of you can take it. If I was better, if I knew that it would be more people.
I can take it.
Oh wait, I can. Okay, it's going to be a long journey, but if the heat starts getting intense, just let me know. I have something I can do that might help for an hour, maybe. But otherwise, I have to go, And you all, well, should come with me, but if you feel the heat get too strong and too holy, and you have to turn back, that's no shame. There's no shame in doing so.
How long do you think this trip up the mountain's going to take?
I've only been to the caverns a third of the way up at most. Never been to the peak. It gets steeper afterwards. I would say...
it could take about a day. It's hard climbing,
yes.
but you can do it in a day.
Yeah, so it took me 3-4 hours just to get to that midpoint, so I would give it a full day to get up there. 8 to 10 hours.
Okay, then. Well, I suppose I'm ready as I'm gonna be. Sort of adjusts his clothing and Will puts on his traveling clothes rather than his fancy clothes.
May Nar's fires guide your way. And let's hope the infernal gods aid us in taking out this demon. You may or may not know, I can't remember if I've told you, but the rest of them really don't like Shinzo Z.
Well, at least in this matter, I suppose all of our divinities are aligned. All right, onwards then.
Oh,
and Will, did you get a note or not?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's right here.
Fuck!
So wait, you're the only one who didn't get one. That feels intentional. That's like messing with you specifically.
You'd think it'd be intentional, but I think he actually just forgot me. He doesn't answer my prayers. It's not for lack of trying. I pray every night. Some of his followers just look at me like, I don't know you.
Well, that's probably... Hey, you know what? Maybe he can't see you. Maybe...
That's worse. That's so much worse. You see some... Like, he starts tearing up a little bit at the very top.
All right. Well, you're going to be okay. He, like, reaches out and pats you on the shoulder awkwardly. All right. Rashadael is actually very eager to get this done. So, I suppose let's get moving. Any objections? Any other thing we need to do before we go? I don't know, fighting demons. Never had to do that before.
As we start walking, I'm going to take my note and kind of fold it up a bit and then carefully, trying to, without mockery noticing, like put it in his back pocket or something.
So give me a thievery check on that.
All right.
Is that against his perception?
Perception DC.
So that'd be versus 16. I will say...
Got him.
Him getting a note is one thing, but the note still does not mention him by name.
So yeah, after a few minutes, I'll say, "Hey, Mockery, what's that piece of paper you got there?"
Oh, what's this? Oh, yes, it still does not mention me.
No, that one's just mean. Gave you a note without your name on it.
I mean, the last time you dedicated a battle to Shinzo Z was when we were escaping those Etarian soldiers while they fake escorted us away from General Thrax, which is, I think, one of our most iconic battles. It was really a turning point for us. So you think he would at least show some recognition for that, but
I don't
maybe this will change his mind.
I do not feel the power of the gods when I call upon him and dedicate for the battles to his name. I hope he sees them.
But with that, yeah, you guys are able to kind of make your way out of the monastery, making your way to the path that leads to the kind of the major shrine of Nar, pretty much at the edge of the monastery border, and then the path to the shrine. You do notice Melissa standing there. She does look out at you and goes, "Are you ready, young one?"
Yes. I am eager to get to the top of the mountain.
Good. You remember what we talked about yesterday, right?
Right, yes. I have done the requisite preparations, and I will channel the fire when need arises.
Good, good. I have faith in you. Just brace your inner flames, and the trials will fall beneath you. You're strong. You have a noble spirit. You exemplify what we wish to build in this monastery. But as I said, I cannot proctor this for you. In the shrine, you will find the first flame. He will tell you what you need to do. He's intense, but fair and just. With that, you see, he kind of give you a small bow and says, "Go and let the flames of Nar guide you."
He bows deep. With your blessing, teacher, I am off.
I told Kazu to provide a feast today, so hopefully we'll get something to celebrate. And with that, you can see her start to trot back down the road, and then you all are able to get on the road to the shrine, and you see this shrine. Like as you get there, it's Eteria, and Eteria in Narin, which is like it's summer in Eteria. It's been hot for a while, but it just gets like sweltering. For those of you in metal armor, you can just feel it like sticking to your skin. You feel sweat kind of beating off of you. The sun just almost seems like there's a magnifying glass as it like beats down upon you, and it almost feels like the ground like beats back at you with heat too. And you see like the shrine kind of right at the foot of the mountain, this big like obsidian built shrine. You see flames running through the stonework. You see lava, just kind of certain spots, lava like just almost dripping through the stones, hitting through, but not burning the obsidian. And you see in the like just intricate rubies and adornments around, just kind of on the outside. It's designed not like ostentatiously, but it's definitely a clear statement of power, of kind of the wealth of Nar, and just a really, it's his own statement for the mortal planes. And with this too, actually, everybody give me a religion roll. G, give me 1+4.
Should this be secret?
I could roll that one out. Nice. Will and G, you guys know and kind of see the shrine. And one of the things, and probably have different frames of reference for knowing this. Jeet, the monasteries probably beat this into you. Each of the Shaper gods has their own kind of sanctuary, their own mark that they've left on Kazuya after building the mortal plane. This is Nars. This is kind of his almost divine connecting point between his own realm and the mortal plane. There's you both would know this too. There's usually each of them contain a portal that could take you into the god's realm. They're usually deep within the shrine or guarded by some of their loyal followers there. But it's just kind of like the connecting point. They call it the Shaper's Mark of Pride for building Kazuya. And your experience with kind of Nars Inferno and his sanctuary. Will, you probably have more of a different reference for yours coming from Lumox and with Rashaniel. Hikari's Point is a citadel of the Lightbringer. It's this intricately like glass. Calling it a church is an understatement. Almost like it's pretty much like the Vatican. It's a large, sprawling complex made of glass, just illuminating like pure light. And that's kind of Hikari's Point of pride or the Shaper's Mark. But yeah, you know that there's basically where the god is closest to you, and where many of their true followers are allowed to kind of beseech them. But as you guys make your way in, you do see kind of these rows and rows of columns, each with kind of like this inner fire contained within. and you do see one man kind of standing just on the inside of the columns. He's got pretty intricate looking gold and crimson armor, deep helmet that covers his entire face. You see he's got like a plume across his helmet that at one point it looks kind of just like a feathery plume, and other points you see like it almost seems lit like a flame of its own. You see he's got his arms crossed, and he's a pretty massive dude. He's like at least 6'8", muscles. He's not carrying any weapons on him, but definitely you could see like he's a force to be reckoned with. And G, I don't know if you've probably never spoken to him, but you'd easily recognize him as First Flame Grishin. And he looks you guys over, kind of just glances across the group before focusing his eyes on Jeet. And he goes, I was told you're ready for the trial of flames. Is this true?
I am.
Do you hold true to the tenets of Nar? Do you hold true to the power of fire and its responsible use?
I do.
You can see him gesture to the mountain behind him. I do not like to waste lives. The mountain will judge you. The fires of Nar will scour your soul and see if you are worthy. If you are not worthy, your life can be forfeit. Do you understand?
I do.
Good. He points to the kind of the road up to the mountain. Take that path. There'll be 3 flames that you'll pass on your way to the top of the mountain. Step inside each. Allow yourself to feel the flames and be overcome with the power of Nar. If your heart is true, your power significant, and your will unbreakable, the flames will not burn you. They will illuminate truths within you and bring you closer to the divine power of Nar. That is all you have to do. Light the 3 flames within, and at the top, you may even have a chance to commune with Nar himself.
His eyes just go really wide at that thought. Yes, First Flame. I shall walk the path. I shall light the flames. May Nar judge me worthy.
Your comrades are allowed to come with you. Do not allow them within the flames, but they are allowed to proceed as long as he kind of looks at all of you and eyes like lock onto you, Mockery, especially as you see some of the infernal figures. If you honor the shrine, do not deface this or sully it, you will be fine. Though some of your gods are not welcome here, I trust Mulisa's judgment. So go, be respectful, and all will be well.
Mockery gives a very slow and slightly intimidated nod.
Perfect. Well, I will not hold you. Jeet, if you succeed in this trial, you'll become a Flamekeeper. I will personally start your training and assist you along this path. I hope to consider you a brother at the end of the day, but the fires will tell. But with that, you kind of see him turn his back and go deeper within the sanctuary. You see the inferno behind you, this large just mountain, billowing smoke. You see flames. Kind of just have to strain your eyes, but at the tip of it, you see flames, smoke, and even little bits of lava popping out from it. But you also see like the shadows around just seem deeper and more ominous. than they usually do. Gee, you've seen this mountain in the background for probably a good chunk of your life, if not most of it. But the shadows they seem darker, they seem deeper, they seem more foreboding than usual.
Oh, he scowls at that. Shinzo Z, his presence. It touches the mountains. But the path has been set. Shall we?
We shall.
All right. Okay, again, watch the ground carefully. Watch the drips. Yeah, you do not want any lava dripping upon you. I will lead the way.
Ouch! Sorry.
I said watch it. I said
I
watch.
was looking at a different one. I'm
drips.
sorry.
Okay, this way. Right here.
As you guys make your way onto the path, kind of it's still like on level ground before you have to get to the hard climbing. The spot like you're going through, and like one of the turns that kind of puts you just underneath the shade of the mountain. You see like the shadows like almost start to dance a bit. Everybody but Mockery, give me a will save. Yeah, you guys. Some of you feel like something poking at the back of your head. Belric, or not Belric, Wisteria, you feel kind of something poking, but you're able to kind of like tighten your mind up and kind of keep it pierced out. Belric, you as well, and you do too, Jeet. But Will, you kind of feel that thing kind of just something just aching into the back of your mind, and just kind of feel it like just sit there for a moment, just almost. Probably not too unusual for a feeling. Some almost to Rationale in the back of your head. You just feel something kind of sit there for a second. But as you guys kind of go through this bend, through this little shadowy portion, you see like on this rock wall of the mountain, you see like this deep shadow, and it almost opens its eyes. And you see just two large pairs of eyes staring back at you. And you hear like it's almost speaking both within and without you. You hear this voice, just pure amusement, and it goes, "Gavels of Evasara, I'm glad you came to play with me today. My master Shinzo Z will be most entertained to get to see you four and see what these great, or not great yet, but these often spoke about Gavels can do. You may be his new friends. Oh, just a good day for fun. And oh, Acne, yeah, I know this is your home, isn't it? We've made some extra improvements to the mountain. We could have your trial be a cakewalk, could we? No. That wouldn't do. But Nar doesn't want easy followers. He wants those to fight and strive. It won't just be flames you find here, little one.
I am happy to do what Nar wants. And I am fairly certain that Nar doesn't want you on this mountain.
Well, he hasn't kicked me out yet. And that'd be entertaining to see, too. If you can invite him, I'd like to see that. But I want to play with you all first. Maybe after we're done, we can bring in the big guy. And Mockery, you can hear all this. He's looking like across the group, like I don't know where you're standing in the group. If you're in the middle, you see his eyes like skip over you. If you're at the end, he just does not look at that end.
That genuinely, like, you've seen Mockery weather some verbal storms before, like look at stuff like, that's a good drawing of me. I'll put that with the others. But this is probably the most like visibly distressed you've seen them of like genuine hurt. And it quickly turns to anger, and he just kind of snaps a little bit like,
I will not be ignored. You! This is not your home, this is the home of the followers of Na. Your place is below Tomic.
You see its kind of shadowy face, its eyes like roll into the mountainside as you say Tomic, like just straight, just obnoxious roll. But he looks at you and goes, rude. And you are?
That fucks with him, and he's about to say his name, but you see Mockery, he doesn't, and he just kind of shrinks into himself and holds his blade.
I am of the Gavel of Eva Sarah. I am the blade and diplomat.
Well, who am I to turn down more to play my game? Well, I will see you at the top and keep an eye out for the portals. And you see kind of the eye bright up again, and you see it disappear. But as you see it disappear, you see the shadow like start to deepen, start to spin, start to like crackle with like this blackish purple energy, and you see like the shadow like almost like start to pull you guys in. Will everybody make a reflex save? Will make this with a -2 penalty.
Uh-oh.
Because Will, you almost find yourself like wanting to go into this. Like this seems like a spot like free of voices in your head, free of torment. This, walking in could be pretty nice. Sweet. Do we have everybody?
I haven't rolled yet. I'm checking one of my feats to see if it affects this real quick.
Okay.
Oh wait, is this a mental effect?
This one's not. This one, the mental effect was the last one, but this one is just reflex.
Is this an emotion effect by any chance?
The other one would have been. What would that +1 put you up to for that last one?
Would have been a 16. Probably not enough still.
Failure. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, it was a what kind said fortitude?
Reflex. -2. Sweet. So everybody, except G, it looks like, take 14 damage. G, you're able to kind of hold yourself back, and you feel, because as you guys get pulled in, you see like these bolts of lightning arcing out, kind of just jabbing at you, trying to pull you in closer into this field. You see it just blazing and just sparking, and like almost like just trying to consume you, but you're able to keep yourselves out of it. Mockery, I don't think we've ever asked what this looks like. What is your Infernal Pilgrim token? What does that look like? What is that?
Oh, shit. I imagine it's something Mockery kind of carved from one of his horns. Probably like this symbol that looks like all of the Infernal God symbols all kind of pushed together. Like each one of them, including Shinzo, is represented in it.
You see the horn begin to glow, and you see 4 of the 5 symbols kind of just eke out with this burning red glow. You see everybody but Shinzo's symbol just spark up, flare, like almost it burns within your pocket. I don't know where you have it, but you feel the energy kind of radiating off of it. And you not so much as like hear, but almost just feel. You realize this totem, with your power and kind of near acceptance to the Hell Knights, you may be able to close this portal. You may be able to start weakening the shadow.
All right, he's going to immediately attempt to do that, especially seeing just about everyone except G being sucked into it.
And,
What role would that take?
and with this, yeah, you kind of feel it. And it's like kind of you almost intuitively understand that you need to almost not embrace, but you have to overcome the shadow. So you have to kind of embrace the power of the other infernal gods and use that within yourself to kind of overcome the shadow's test. How would Mockery kind of go about that?
He'd stomp his foot to just get any kind of friction he could for a moment, wield his sword high, and yell out what he always does.
I dedicate this combat to the infernal gods, one and all, and by their power, I cast you away.
Perfect. Give me a religion check. Or infernal. You had infernal lore too. The religion.
Yeah.
Or is there a difference in the DC for that one, or the buff
Yeah,
plus?
about double. He has a plus 12 to the infernal gods.
We'll let you go for that one. Sweet. With that, you go through. You jab this horn that you've carved, the symbol of the gods in there, and you jab it into this like shadowy portal, and you feel the energy within yours expand. And for a second, like it flashes, and you look around, and you're in a completely different spot for a moment. You see like the bustling streets of Vesinon. You look at yourself, but you don't see like your armor. You don't see your kind of full grown, or even fully grown and corrupted exterior. You see kind of what you looked like as a kid. What did Mockery look like as a kid?
Mockery was a runt. He is a lot smaller. He visibly looks weaker. He still has some corruptions on him. Nowhere near as bad as before. He has an uneven set of horns as eyebrows, one ever so slightly longer, the other one broken, and a few scales here and there on his body. He wouldn't even have his cloven feet by this point. But he'd still kind of look like Mockery. Big eyes, the red fur. Almost a slightly scarier look to him if he were just to glance. But
And
he
you're on
looked small.
You're back on the streets of Vesinon, kind of almost like right out of your childhood. The streets like look just the same as they always have, and you get the kind of the same looks from people that you've seen. Some recoil and fear, some disgust. But probably the one that you see so much is just people looking over you, looking past you, looking like trying their best to avoid even noticing you. And you see that just kind of going through, and you hear like this voice whisper within. And kind of like for a moment, like you're in your own body, or you're in like your childhood body. But as the voice whispers, you kind of like almost see yourself step back. You're back in your adult form. You see the childhood of you there. And he goes, "Wouldn't you have wanted the power to change this? The freedom to do whatever you needed to do to make your survival easier?"
I already did.
And he kind of grips his hand, seeing himself in this much bigger form.
It was just a matter of time. And finding the right places and people.
You see the scene shift, and you kind of see yourself like just throughout your journeys that you've had so far, with people giving you a lot of the same looks, the fear, the disgust, looking past you, and you hear the shadow go, "Has it changed?"
Mockery looks at himself there. One of the most important features of it right now, even as through the adventures, as he changes, gets more corruptions, gets more looks, he's alone. He is alone throughout most of his journeys. And then as he sees that, he just says,
Yes, it has. Go forward. Look, and you'll find it. It has changed greatly.
Well, we are all alone. Those you may call your friends can sometimes become your enemies. True power is to stand on one's own and do exactly what one would like, whatever it may be. And as he says that, you come back into the moment, jabbing the horn into this black hole. You see it starting to seal itself. You see the flames licking off from the horn, just shrinking that shadow as you kind of brought back into yourself.
He'll still respond to the voice and say,
Then it is that I will stand alone, with my friends to my sides. If they are there, if they are not, I will stand alone in my goal. I will unite the hells, even if I'm the only one who sees it that way. Rather than wanting war between the infernal gods, rather than wanting to put an end to Sinzo, unite them. That is my want. And right now, another want of mine is to end this portal. Free my friends.
With that, you see the portal shrink out of existence. Everybody kind of stop being pulled within it, and kind of the mountainside goes back into its usual form.
and Mockery just stands there breathing for a second, looks around like,
Oh, did you hear that last part?
Yeah, very ominous. Very ominous, but you closed the portal. So, sounds like a discussion for a different day.
Yes. I'm glad to have all of you. You changed my life. Indeed, we shall change yours today by helping you through your trial. Let's go.
Yes, before we continue, thank you for closing the portal. All right, onwards.
Perfect. You guys are able to kind of resume climbing through. The next kind of bit is pretty quiet. Like, it's getting hotter. The path is starting to get less even until it finally gets to the point where you have to start climbing the mountain. Everybody, give me an athletics check, or give me kind of what you're doing, how you make your climb up this treacherous path, because like it is like jagged, rocky. You see like this mountain, like it erupts fairly frequently. It's like all of it is like molten, like hardened rock and lava as you try to like make your way up it.
And I do have expertise in athletics, and I'm helping everyone. So if you want to use Follow the Expert, I forget the rules, but you can use Follow the Expert for that.
Tegan,
I
can
think I'll
Mockery have a
use their
penalty
DC
on this
cover.
check?
Oh, what's that, Doctor?
Can he have a penalty on this check?
If you really want one, you definitely can.
The reason being, we're finally into it. One of Mockery's greatest fears, along with, his aversion towards his heights. He was just like, yeah, we're gonna climb the mountain. We're gonna climb it. Oh, no! Just like, you can see, like, at first he was confident after closing the portal, feeling like, yeah, I'm with the Gavels. Together. And then he looks down. And then he looks up. And realizes how much more there is to go and how far he can fall. And he looks over to the Gavels like,
Could one of you carry me?
Absolutely not.
Please.
The UI of Foundry is asking me your proficiency in the athletics skill.
Expert.
Cool.
Wisteria will hold out a hand to Mockery and say, I can't carry you, but I can guide you, or if you need something to hang on to, and we'll extend her hand to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
and I would say right now, Mockery is indeed very heavy.
Yeah, growing up in a floating city makes things like this pretty easy for me, so I'm happy to help out where I can.
Thank you.
Can I use guidance for this?
Yeah, skill check.
Yeah. All right. Is it going to contradict Follow the Expert? Is Follow the Expert a circumstance or status? I can't remember.
Circumstance.
Okay, so guidance is status. So I can cast it on myself because I'm desperately going to need it. Just be like, all right. Rashanael, I'm definitely gonna need your help with this one.
Perfect. Give me some athletics checks, guys.
Um,
For anybody that's untrained, don't forget to add in Jeet's level bonus too.
So follow the expert isn't working for me too much. What is the exact bonus given?
+2 to your check as a circumstance because you're already proficient in athletics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
can Wisteria use kind of the skills she picked up climbing around nobles' houses and try to find some ways to like balance and step forth, or would this be more of like it's a straight climb?
It's definitely going to take some physical effort on this one. It's
Okay.
What would have been the penalty Mockery would have for being afraid of heights?
this one's you, so I'll let you decide what that penalty was.
Normally I'd say 1, but this is the mountain of this is Nor's Inferno. This is it is a peak of a god. It is an active volcano. I'll take the -2.
All right.
I'll put Mockery to 14.
Belric, typically a little bit slower on his feet. He's just like, you guys notice, like he's used to this, right? He grew up in the mountains, mostly underground, not this high, but he's just like, you guys are a little bit impressed. He's just like freaking moving, and Bear's right alongside him, like climbing just as quick as him.
I said, Belric, you scale this like it's easy. Like you were going through, you pick the right handhelds, the right foot spots, and just start zipping up. Bear right behind you, climbing through. Some of the others, though, it is a little bit of a struggle. Jeet and Wisteria, you guys are able to both make it up. Like you're not as fast as Belric, but you guys are able to make it up without issue. Will and Mockery, you guys struggle. Like just finding the right handhelds and just finding the right foot spots. It's tough. And then you have some spots like where you grab at this rock, but it's not stable and it just jars you. You're able, like you slide a bit, smack kind of your face against the wall. But fortunately, you don't fall down. You just kind of smash and hurt yourself a little bit, kind of jerk your shoulder, and take a little bit of damage for you and Will. Oof. 6 on that one. So Will and Mockery will both, unfortunately, full damage on that side. Will take 6 just as your kind of bad footholds, bad hand spots, and just kind of get jerked and bashed around a bit.
Oh, Will, you're back. Tegan just finished explaining we didn't do too well on the climbing, and we got some damage from it.
Oh boy, even more. Great. 6. Cool.
Just 6, yeah. Fortunately, the max rolled, but you guys are eventually able to kind of make it a part of the way up the climb. But one of the things you know, it's been hot before. Now it just starts to become outrageously so. Almost like you're baking in the sun. It feels like, because you're getting hit from the sun from one direction, you're getting hit from the mountain itself exuding its own lava-ish heat from one other direction. It just feels like you're just almost enveloped in flames. Everybody give me a fortitude save.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to heal us after this, I think.
Does it make a difference that my heritage gives me some protection against environment?
Oh, I forgot about that. Give yourself a +2 circumstance bonus.
Sounds good.
Tegan, can I notice like Bear just being having that coat of fur and heating up? Could I use my pet cache amulet to
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, my Pokeball. I'll get Bear in a safer area.
Nice.
Dang, that is 2 crits right there.
Nice, man.
To flavor that crit, Wisteria uses her Shadow Smith to conjure up a shadowy fan and begins like fanning herself to keep the heat down.
You see Mockery like react for a second, like, oh, did he? Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that.
Perfect. You guys, do most of you all, and like between Wisteria and your Shadow Fed, like this is like probably feels more like coming home for you. Like this is like the heat almost. The heat does invigorate you. Roll me a d8. Recover 5 HP as you kind of get through being touched by fire and get to come through and get closer to your home, closer to the god that you've served for years. You feel like your strength billowing through you, and you recover a bit of like what you've lost during this engagement so far. Everybody else, unfortunately, but Will pass. Will, you are fatigued. So I'll throw that on for you. In the fatigued condition, basically you're tired and can't summon much energy. You just take a -1 AC or punishment to AC and saving throws, and recover with a full night's rest.
Oh
But
boy.
with that, you all make your way to kind of the first plateau of the mountain. In Jeet, you see. You've probably heard of kind of these shrines before. These flames of Nar that adorn the mountain, but this is probably the first time you get to see one so vivid and so close and so dazzlingly brilliant. You see this emerald flame burning, just fires kind of just reaching out, surrounded by obsidian. At the end of this altar, you see some of the scriptures of Nar written upon it. You see kind of a spot where like it's like steps. So you see like the altar, you see 2 steps next to it, and you see the steps kind of walk straight into the flames. Kind of know that's the next step.
First stage. All right, I need all of you to be outside. Do not aid me in any manner whatsoever. If you see me distressed, ignore it. You know what? Maybe just like go around the path and wait for a bit. I will come back when I'm done.
All right. You sure you don't want any assistance at all? Because I can. I was just about to, but I should say this. Be like, I was just about to heal us all a little bit and maybe give you a little bit of guidance. But if you'd rather not, I can keep you out of it.
I'm good right now. I'm doing well enough. Take care of each other's injuries. Yes, I need to face this on my own.
The first flame said that only you should walk through the fire. None of us should. What do you think would happen if we did?
I don't want to find out.
I'm thinking vaporized, probably.
Yes, that's also what came to mind.
All right. Well, I would like to cast just a first level heal for 3 action kind.
Perfect. All right.
I'll start taking my steps, one after the other. Actually, first I will read any inscriptions that are outside, and then I will start chanting them to myself ritualistically as I walk in. This is a prayer, a chant for Nar, and I'm going in without fear. Even if the flames feel very real, very hot, very lava-like, he's stepping without hesitation.
And you see like the first kind of 2 lines, or the first line of both is the things he commands his followers to do, both do and don't do. So you see that he demands of his followers, demands of the Flame Keepers that they fight for justice and honor. And you see beneath it, he demands that his followers will never dishonor themselves. And you see kind of those two lines, kind of what to do, what not to do, eked in. You do feel that heat intensify until, like, as you walk in, you're surrounded by the flames. Like, they're rising up. You can only pretty much see fire around you, kind of licking at your armor, licking at your face. But for a moment, like, actually, give me a religion check as you go in, saying your prayers. Nice. Yeah, you go through, you feel Nar's strength, the fire's enveloping you. And you see, like, for a while, your vision is just clouded by the flames. Until you see it in the fires, what's the first happy time that Jeep remembers, kind of when he was able to manifest a fire of Nar? Just by himself. Or not just by himself, just all on his own, I mean. You don't have to be by yourself. But what's like the happy experience, the first time you made a flame, nothing went wrong. You just kind of get to see it spark around you.
It would have been at his village, night of the harvest. It had been drizzling, and so it was difficult to light up the bonfire on which people would roast some of the harvested nuts. And so, as he was just around, he was trying to help the others, and the flint would just spark much more for him until, like, he did it a couple of times and there was fire from him. It was coming from him.
You feel that same kind of like exhilaration. You smell the roasted nuts, the harvest meal that you ate. You see kind of the people around you just happy and almost feel content and safe within this flame, this fire of Nar that you manifested. And before, like, for a moment, like when you were walking into the flames, it felt hot, it felt dangerous for a bit. But now it has that same feeling, that same exhilaration, that same just happy feeling. And you see it kind of burning through, and you see the edicts kind of going through to fight for justice and honor, and you see the words swirling to never dishonor yourself, and you feel that flame kind of just absorb within you.
When he feels like all of it has blessed him and he's safe here, and it's almost like a place he doesn't want to leave because this feels right. This feels correct. But the deed is done. He knows that this stage has been accomplished, and so he turns around and starts stepping out.
Perfect. You guys see, like, Jeet walk into, like, this inferno, like, just a raging inferno of emerald flames. You guys can feel the heat of it from where you are, like, several paces back. But eventually you see him walk out of it unscathed. Some smoke trailing from his armor, but completely unsinged, unscarred, unbattered, as he makes his way out of the fire.
I knew Nah forges strong champions, but I will never be able to forget that image of you walking in and then back out.
I am glad that Nar, at least for now, has judged me worthy. And I had forgotten that fire was not just pain. It brought me joy once. And maybe even now,
Now, his eyes flick to Jeet and then back to the horn, and he thinks back to the closing original portal, and he would smile a little bit of, if you mind the pun, a bit of a fire lit in his belly, and he'd hold it in his hands, force his hand into the portal, and just say aloud,
This taint, this corruption of Noah's holy land shall be removed by the authority of the authority of the Hell Knights heralded by Gildrick Pebbles, and Venick, son of Tomek.
What?
Sorry, did he say something?
No, so it's played. Perfect.
By
Well,
the authority of Tomek, by the power of Rog, by the cunning of N0, by the prosperity of Makesh, and by the entertainment of Sinzo Z, I close this portal.
all right. You feel kind of the power of building as you call out those names, but you do feel it falter when you reach the entertainment for Shinzo. But give me an infernal lore check here as you try to kind of call upon their might to close.
When it falters at Shinzo Z, I will say there's again this slight, like, almost grief that enters Mockery's eyes. Fuck. Maybe not so slight. Maybe quite palpable. Maybe it hurts a lot.
Yeah, that throws you off, and you almost feel like the infernal powers, like you feel the strength of Rog, you feel the cunning of Makesh, you feel the power and bound of order of Tomek, and you almost feel them like they're working in concert with you, but they start to fight against you as you brought in Shinzo to the mix. And you kind of feel like that chaotic mix swirl into you as you reach into the portal, and you are thrown in, and you see probably one of the worst moments of Mockery's life. You see the guardsman, or the guardswoman, we should say, that you met, that the son believed that your corruption tainted and ended her life, and you see her the last time you saw her, right before you began your pilgrimage, the last time you knew her alive.
I fucking knew you were going to do it. I knew it.
You see that. You see it once again. You're out of your body. You see your younger self kind of speaking to her, and you hear this voice whisper, "This was the last time you saw her. You know, with power, you could bring her back. You could bring her back to life. Now, Tomek and his Hell Knights, his infernal gods, they wouldn't want you to bring her back. They don't want to cause problems with Thana, the Lady of Death. Some gods don't care, though. Some gods, if they give you power, they tell you to do what they want with it. Would you want the power to bring her back and to hell with the consequences?"
Mockery is silent. That hearing that voice, I imagine it kind of being as like the modern day Mockery is like standing in the scene, like seeing his younger self,
Definitely.
and he'd like walk over next to himself, look down at him, see his like uncertainty, and he'd look at Amelia, and he'd just kind of say aloud,
I have a lot of regrets when it came to her. The fact we never won enough money. Sometimes I wish I stayed. Many times I wish I would have just asked if we were friends. If she loved me. I remember the letter 2 years ago. One from the gods, one from the priest. But you were truthful in what you said. You've not heard of me. You do not know me. This mistake I made is mine. And I have learned from it. And I would not cause such ills to Thana
has to bring back Amelia, and I know she would not want to be brought back that way either.
And he would lean down to just the memory of her.
I want to say I'm sorry. But I know this is just a memory. I'll do better. And I thank you for being by my side while you were still here.
And he'll stand.
That power you offer, I think you need a better sales pitch. Maybe you should take some notes from Makash.
You feel almost jerked out of this kind of memory, just like rudely. Like before you closed that portal, you felt it kind of like shut underneath your might. This time you feel yourself hurtled out of the portal. And you will take a d6 damage. Luckily, I only one on that one. As you're kind of hurled out, and as you are like blasted out of this, like you guys come out of like the trance at the same time. You see Jeet emerge from the flames. Mockery kind of pushed back out of this portal at the same time. You see both of them still sparking with energy, still swirling, still that chaotic mix. But Jeet, as you're thrown out, and you expel those that evil presence, those spirits that were haunting the shadows. You see 3 shadows takes place at the edge, kind of maneuvering through the rocks of the inferno, kind of making their way towards you. Just these like shadows, probably something that was once men, but now they just look twisted, just unrecognizable. Their forms seem to just mold at will, and they're wretched creatures. And you see them kind of making their way out and towards you, their eyes focused upon you and the divine flame you stand next to. Where Mockery, as you are pushed out of this portal, you see these rats start scrolling out of the dust and the grime of the mountain. You see fires etched on their back. You see they look corrupted, but they look like they probably were creatures of Nar before the Shadow's taint kind of corrupted them. And you see the fires burning on their backs, their eyes like wild and frenzied as they look upon you in your hyena. And chaos breaks loose. And we're going to get into a combat. No, Mockery, we're using one of the rules I found on Secrets of Magic. I thought it was a cool one. Some fun we can have for this if you guys decide to use it. So we're using ley lines. There's a whole thing. Let me post what this will do. Whoops, I clicked off that. So you could spend an action to tap a ley line. What that'll do, both you guys, it'll be a religion check. If you succeed on the DC, Jeet, yours is going to be an energy ley line. Unfortunately, that's not in Foundry, but basically what it'll do is you're going to be able to do, anytime that you deal fire damage, you're going to be able to do an extra D8 of persistent damage.
Oh, shit.
To the creature.
Sweet.
Mockery, yours I kind of made up. Yours, if you're able to succeed on the check, you will have one action of Quicken, as well as being able to deal a D4 of unholy damage with each of your strikes.
Oh, shit.
So, with that, everybody roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So many dice. We're getting to the point in the game where like everyone's initiative is going to be like between like 20 and 30, I think, most of the time.
Yeah, get a lot of like bonuses to that at a certain point.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody's on the map. Is everybody in initiative?
With one of the shadows, Mockery has the Pilgrim's Token feat, as stated before, meaning he goes first instead of the shadow.
Nice. Yeah, you feel kind of that token glow once again, almost as the other Inferno gods trying to reconnect back to you and get you back on focus, pretty much. Sweet. So, Wisteria, you are up first. You see these shadows appear. You see these rats cloaked in smoke and just flame. What do you do?
Will Mockery, are they all planning on demoralizing or some other frightened on these enemies? Because if so, I'll delay my turn until after one of y'all.
I
You're
don't.
doing.
I'm wondering if these things are even like. I have a feeling the shadows are immune to being frightened, but that's just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a guess.
Okay.
I do have a thing that I can finally use to like absolutely blast these fools, so I'm excited to use it. So probably not this turn, maybe next turn.
Mockery may attempt depending on how his Wayline roll goes, but I cannot guarantee on its happenings.
All right, I'll take my turn now then. I'll target the nearest cinder rat, and I'm gonna recall knowledge, trying to see if it's immune to any conditions, or, I mean, frightened specifically. But I'll take what I can get. Recall knowledge.
They're also already off guard to you, right? Because you go before them in initiative.
That's only if I roll stealth or deception.
Oh,
Yeah, so you get they're immune to a few things. The Cinder Rats are immune to bleed, fire, paralyzed, poison, and sleep.
Okay. Yes, I'll call out that to the party and say, so if you can frighten them, that'll help my shots. But then I'll make an attack. And do I get the...
Also, roll me a d20. They are concealed with their smoke.
Oh, okay.
You just have to be a 5. You're good. Sweet, that'll hit.
Okay. Do I get the sneak attack?
Oh yeah, you do. They are off guard with that too.
Cool. Oh, and I don't see though. If I do crit with my recall knowledge, I get that bonus for 1 minute, I think.
Yeah, you didn't crit.
Okay. Sneak attack.
Actually, that is well. You didn't crit on the recall knowledge, but you did crit on the hit with off guard added in.
Okay.
So yeah,
Even
so
with
double
the,
so
the 8 was a flat check to see if I hit, or was it like a disadvantage type thing?
let me throw in concealed. Basically, you have to roll a DC 5 flat check to see if you're able to target them.
So I still use my original attack roll, which is a crit.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let me. Well, okay, 20 damage, so that would double to 40 for the crit.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, Jesus.
Did not mean to do that. Oh, did I do that for everybody?
Everyone's dead.
Going.
good shot.
Quantum superposition shot. It hits everyone in the battlefield.
It did it.
I
We
forgot
saved
that I
it.
hit target all to get initiatives going. There we go.
Yeah.
Whoa,
B.
All right. You got I think what, an action left?
yeah. So I'll make my second attack against the same one.
All right.
Oh, and it's still off guard. Hey.
Nice.
Wow.
Do 40 damage to everyone again.
Solid. Which rat were you shooting at? Oh, that one. Sweet. Put him down.
So, we're all focused on the trials, and then I think G shouted out gavel to arms, and mid sentence I just shot, and the first one dies before it can even get close to any of us.
Holy.
That's my turn.
Nice. All right, there we go. Next rat is still alive. He is going to scuttle off towards Mockery.
I just want to say I'm still reeling from the fact because as we were getting up here and you were doing Jeet's thing, I was thinking to myself, what would be the absolutely most gold? What would be the best writing he could pull in this scenario? Oh yeah, if he brought up Mockery's last moments with Amelia, and I started preparing in my head there's a chance, and you did it. I applaud you, Tegan.
Well, thanks, man. With you and Jeets are because even the adventures they have a little bit more of a theme. Your Jeets and yours are more introspection and kind of acceptance a little bit. Everybody's has a little bit different theme though for the episode.
Thank you.
Sweet. So the Cinder Rat, luckily they can move 40 in a turn, so that's no difficulty to get up there. Can he do anything else crazy? He's just gonna bite you. Yeah, you see this rat come running up, flames dripping from his jaw. He comes in and just tries to sink his fangs into you. Crit misses out. He tries to bite in. You're able to jerk away, and he tries to go again. Did you that once? Oh, no, not four on that one. He crits into you, and you already see each of these blows coming, and you easily evade this little Cinder Rat.
I'd say Mockery's still kind of in shock of what he just saw, going through the memories again, but his body still moves anyways. He's ready.
Just moving quick, all that one. All right, Belrit, you are up.
Okay. I would assume I'd have my short bow drawn.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, I will target. I will cast Hunt Prey on the closest shadow figures.
All right.
And I'll take 2 hunted shots at
That'll hit. Both will hit. But you see, as you try to kind of pierce through it, you do see the precision for damage from your bow, kind of the hunted shot, gets shrugged off of it. So it'll take the 7 from your first or second shot. Why does it say no? So you should take that one as well. So it takes 7 from your that second shot, and I'm not sure what that first one is. -8. Oh, -8. So it takes. So
15.
So 14. So you see the arrow, the precision, the shadow, it just shifts around to avoid its vitals being hit by it. But overall, you do get some of that damage off, and it is looking. You start to see inky droppings, kind of wash off the shadow. It's looking bloodied.
Okay. Bear and I will look at each other very confused as to what just happened, and then I will nod at Bear. So I'll command animal, and then Bear will charge.
Nice.
And here. And then Bear is going to target that same one, and he is going to. He's just going to claw.
Clawed up.
Ooh.
Fortunately, that will miss.
That'll be Belric and Bear's turn.
Nice. Jeet, you are up.
Okay. G will begin by trying to tap into the ley line, the fire of Nar, gather up the energy in one hand. So religion, you said?
Religion, this is a level 4 ley line for yours, so just going to be a 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to? I do want to. It's tempting. I will hero point it.
Hero
Use
point
it
up.
or lose it.
Use it or lose it.
Let's see.
This one should be easy.
Yeesh.
Somehow.
Oh my gosh.
Distracted. It's just not happening yet. Is there a limit to how many times in a turn I can try that?
I don't think so. Let me post that again real quick.
3 and a 2. Yikes.
I think you still get something for. Oh no. Fortunately, yeah, there is. Let me post it. You take 1d6 times 4, and you can't tap that ley line again for an hour.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
We'll chalk it up to Shinzo Z's mischief. It interferes. All right. Thankfully, it's fire, right?
I think psychic or let me see. Yeah, mental damage.
That's mental.
Oh, mental. Okay.
But you still have 2 axes left.
Yeah.
Will you bust it out?
Let's see. Now that I'm at least no longer afraid of fire, but still first I'm using it against enemies, we'll start small. We'll get, Powa's Gift? The relic. Bring it up and try and activate a flare bolt.
Perfect. She gave you a soul relic, so it's just internal, so you can just wash your hand
right.
up or blast through. So
Yeah. Just through the hand then. Okay, so this is a spell attack roll. I'm just going to roll for Divine Lance.
Perfect. That'll hit.
Nice. Oh,
Nice.
thank God for heroism.
Yeah. That's huge.
And it'll be that much fire.
Nice. And you targeted the one that Belric shot, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you see that fire, that divine fire, kind of almost enhanced by this holy site. You see, like, typically shadows, you have to recall knowledge of this, but typically shadows aren't vulnerable to fire. But here, this holy site, you see, like, the fire, like, almost start to blur them away. And actually, with this one, it does blur it away. So you see, like, they're vulnerable here to this flames. How does it look when you take that one down?
It's flame. It's this. There's a combined power of 3 different divine sources, but it's primarily Nar's fire that just rushes towards the shadow and hits it, and then there are these particle effects of Rashanael and Pawa that surround it as the fire just burns and obliterates the shadow from the inside out.
Nice.
Nice.
That's cool.
You hear a small voice in the back of your mind saying, "You have done well." All right, it's my turn and I'm going to do something I kind of thought I would not really get a lot of opportunities to use. I'm going to cast a spell I'm going to target this one. Because I think this is an unholy creature, and if not, it'll probably still be cool anyway. Hold on. Would I know if this is an unholy creature?
Unfortunately, you have to recall knowledge for that, but you guess it being a creature from Shinzo. Good guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do the thing. All right, so I'm going to cast a holy spell that I get from Mashanael herself. Will you can see like behind him, just like 6 golden illusory wings appear behind him, and the golden halo rises up above his head, and he looks magnificent and resplendent. And you just hear the voice say, "Unholy monster, you have reached your end." And I'm going to cast Holy Light on that shadow over there, doing a truly insane amount of damage to it. If I hit.
96.
Nice. All right, roll me some. Roll me.
I guess someone is getting smited today.
Oh, nice.
That'll hit. Yeah, roll some crazy damage. All right, is that holy?
Imagining critting on this.
See if you can beat my 88 damage.
I think I'm just making sure I have all my proper status bonuses and everything on it. All right, here we go.
Nice.
That's insane.
Yeah, and you see it is vulnerable to the flames
Nice.
too. Put it down.
All right,
Yeah.
The holy light just emanates from directly. This one is not the same as the inner radiance torrent. This one shines from up above, almost as if it's coming from the sky, from the sun. But if you're looking very closely, you can see that the holy radiant light is actually not coming from the sun. It's coming from an unseen source. And it just, a beam of light just surrounds this creature from the sky, completely disintegrating it all at once.
I always think of the like this stuff like this, the William Dafoe just looking up in pure like
Perfect. You see
And
it.
then it looks, and then he looks over at the shadow next to it, and he just says, "I think you're next, friend." With my last action, I think he's actually too far to demoralize, so I am just going to move a little bit or something. I don't know what to do with my last action here. I'm gonna not target myself. I'm gonna move just a few steps over closer to Jeet and Belric, I think. And that'll be my turn.
Nice.
You see the shadow, like looking at the spots where its one friend was obliterated by this holy light, the other decimated by this divine fire. It's still like it looks, and you see like its eyes look wild, and you see a smile kind of spread across the shadow, just almost as if it's taking it all in and entertained. And you see it rush forward, getting into distance with Jeet. And Jeet, you see it holding out its hand, this just shadowy claw reaching out towards you, trying to grapple you, or trying to wrest your shadow away from you. But luckily, like you see it reach out, the fires of Nara kind of like push the shadow back, and it misses. It's gonna try. Let's gonna try again. And it just cannot touch you while you're surrounded by those flames, and you are able to merge through unscathed. All right, Mockery, you're up.
immediately he's trying to get the let me look at exactly what it was called again. Taps the ley line.
All right, sweet. So give me a religion check. You've got to beat 19, and you did. A success on that one. Let me post that again because I forgot what just. Oh, yep. So you get this into the ley lines benefits until the end of your turn. So you're quickened 1. You get that back. And you can also do 1d4 unholy damage. So yeah, you tap into this this portal, utilizing the infernal magics within. You see the portal like diminish, shift, but it's kind of almost like rather than last time you just shut the portal, this time you're almost stealing the portal's own might. So you see it diminish, and you see it shrink until like the last bits of the portal line your blade, giving it an unholy glow. And with that, you've got 3 actions left.
All right. First action. Dread martial stance.
Nice.
Gonna give the intimidation. Does 18 actually beat our DC?
It doesn't. Unfortunately, 2 below.
Oh shoot! So yeah, at first Mockery's like, you see him like raise the sword, but he doesn't actually say anything, and he just looks down at the rat beneath him, and he lets the blade drop on it, just letting its weight cleave down. 17 to hit.
Oh, unfortunately, that was just gonna miss.
Damn. Shoot. I'd say he'll swing again.
Swing away.
Let's see here. Yeah. Just swing.
There we go. That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Yep.
And let me add in the extra. It was 1d4 of unholy, right?
Holy.
Oh shoot, it doesn't say unholy in here. I'll put it as untyped, but we know what it is. Oof. That is some unfortunate damage rolls too. So yeah, Mockery, I'd say visibly Mockery ain't doing so hot. He looks like his mind is a little elsewhere.
You do notice as that unholy blade slices into the cinder rat, like you just feel like you almost see echoes of the Furies of Rog. You see echoes of Makesh's cutting. You see the Infernal Lords pretty much blessing the blade and like it just cutting into this rat, dealing extra damage on the unholy.
What is Vincero's?
Yeah, rats are often associated with Vincero, and you see like this just like almost weakening the bindings of its muscles. Like you cut into it, and you see like the unholy just like kind of ripping through, weakening its muscles, weakening its own like immune system as you start cutting into it.
And finally, after he gets that last cut, and that's when he'll stand up a little straighter and just look out to the gapples and smile, getting his head into the game.
Nice. All right.
It's rat time.
Oh, I forgot. Next time. All right. You see this one rushing in as well, and he is just these fumes and smoke sparking through. He comes in, just all teeth, gnawing at you, trying to just strike you down with his jaws.
Miss. Ooh, wait, critical hit. What?
Yeah, he rolled a nat 20.
Oh shit. Let's hit him with the Iron Command.
Nice. So yeah, he bites into you for 10 damage, but he also like sets you ablaze. So
I had Dread Martial Stance up for the previous damage. I didn't realize.
oh, no worries. We'll just move it off on the next one. All right. So Iron Commander, it's gonna keep standing. So
All right, let's get that damage in there. Marker's just gonna go for the straight damage for this immediate.
all right.
Well, actually, no. It's on the end of its turn. Let's go persistent damage.
Persistent, give me 2d6.
4 mental damage.
Nice. You see the rat start to bleed out of its mouth as it still tries to bite you and bring you down. All right, Wisteria, you're up.
All right, the rat that Mockery hit, I'm gonna. Was that the top one?
Bottom ones were worse.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to recall knowledge on that one to figure out if it has any vulnerabilities.
Cool. Nice. You'll succeed on that one. You do realize it is vulnerable to cold and unholy damage. And get another question as well.
If there's anything I can do to get rid of the fetid cloud around it, so it's not concealed anymore.
Unfortunately, you kind of look at it and realize as long as it breathes, that fetid cloud follows it.
Gotcha. All right, well, I'll take a shot.
It is off guard too, as well.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey.
Damn.
Big numbers.
If he's still
Good
living,
job.
he threatened one.
Oh yeah. I'll take a second shot on it. Off guard. And then, are you gonna put frightened on it, or should I just add that +1 in here?
Oh yeah, if it's frightened. Oh, you've got the thing.
Get
Yeah.
a fearsome rune.
Oh, why is it? It's dead.
Oh, okay.
It can't be dead. I'm sorry, it can't be frightened. It's too dead.
In that case, where reloaded?
I don't know why the skull's not showing up for it.
Guess I'll take a shot at the other one. Okay, so this one is not off guard and not frightened, so just a normal attack. Okay, that'll hit.
Is that it? How do those shots look?
Yeah, as the two rats are kind of focused on Mockery, say like, Mockery, I got you covered from a distance, and fire the two shots to when they're not paying attention to her.
Nice. All right. Yeah.
I'm going to move my hunter's target to the shadow near. I will take shots. The fella. Go-to move. I didn't have buffs. First one hits.
First one hits.
How?
So it takes 3. So it doesn't take your precision, but it does take the others.
Okay.
Right.
Then I'm going to command Bear to run behind him and claw. Oh, he's gonna bite.
Roll to get him.
Get him.
Seek him.
Oof, you see the shadow just kind of shift and swirl.
If you don't lose it, you lose it.
Use
I'm
it.
gonna use it. Yeah, I'm using it. I want this guy bitten. Thank you.
He's flanked too.
He's flanked. I don't know what that does, but
I don't
Nice.
think
That'll
it would
hit.
help.
all right, that'll be my turn.
Solid. You gotta get buried. Start to claw at the shadow, peel it apart piece by piece.
I'm sorry. Can I just ask a quick question about? I just posted the bear support benefit.
Yeah.
Is that an action? So if if I shoot someone who's next to bear, I can just use the support benefit to do 1d8. Is that correct?
You got to use bears. One of bear's actions to do that. If you use a support benefit, you also can't make an attack. So if you use bear, I gave him 2 actions. You can use 1 action to move and then 1 for the support benefit, but he wouldn't be able to attack that turn.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
So you get you got him in range because that 2d8 can stack up on that side, or if you hit twice, 2d8 can stack up. But this kind of
Yeah, I guess nimble and I didn't know what nimble or savage meant, but that's okay.
Yeah, those are upgrades you can get as you go through.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you.
No problem. You're up.
All right. Just coming off of that vision, G steps over here and he'll say it again. I am Mulisa's disciple. And he looks around, calculates, and then he breathes fire at point blank range.
Nice.
So, I'm glad I saved this second rank version of it. So just this creature, I think the cone will avoid bear. It'll just hit him and then the pillar.
He will succeed.
All right, that's still half damage.
Yeah, it's you see the flames still burning into it, so it does still do a good chunk, even though he avoids the worst of it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Will. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to actually turn around and gonna see these sort of infernal influenced rats. And Rashanael is gonna say, "You would dare desecrate these blessed creatures." And I'm going to stride on forward. I don't need to go the whole way, but I will anyway. I'm gonna go here, sure, why not? Whee! And then I am going to cast Concordant Choir, because AoE damage is the thing that spellcasters are supposed to do in this game. So why don't I actually do it? I accidentally closed my dang character sheet. All right, so yeah, Concordant Choir. There we go. They both need to make a fortitude save.
Oh, I only see the one rat.
Here's only one left.
Oh wait, what?
This is the hyena.
Maybe a
Found enough.
refresh.
Yeah.
Wait, I see one here and one here. Am I losing my mind?
Oh, that one's dead.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, in that case, then there's no reason for me to do that. Instead,
Let's say AoE. The enemies are on opposite sides of the map.
yeah.
Power nuke.
All right, I'm gonna uncast that spell real quick. Everybody, forget I said anything. I expect deletion from your brains. All right. In that case, I didn't have a plan. Hold on. No, it's fine. I am going to then instead. Why don't I cast? You know what? I rarely get to use this spell. I'm going to use the big scary one again. So instead of going that way, I'm going to use go back to where I was and just absolutely annihilate the crap out of this last shadow. Just completely delete this shadow. I'm going to make this shadow be forgotten. We're all going to forget what we were fighting. We're going to all lose track of why we were here, and I'm going to cast Holy Light on it again.
All right.
Nice.
Hold on. Let me target it properly and attack. Yikes. Ooh, should I use a hero point on that? Or should I save it for something else?
10d6 damage
Use
on
it,
the
use
line.
it.
I don't think I'm going to need that hero point.
Use it or lose it, baby.
Oh,
That's still really bad. So never mind. The holy light comes down, but it isn't aimed properly, I guess, and absolutely destroys the what do you call it? Lantern right next to it. And then with my second action, I'm going to just try. Oh snap! Did we find out earlier it was impossible to demoralize these things? I can't remember.
We haven't recalled knowledge on the shadows.
I haven't recalled knowledge on the shadows.
Okay then, I'm gonna try anyway then. Hold on. Yeah. So why not? It's still targeted. Yes, correct. Maybe find out.
Right.
And then demoralize. If this is going to have a +1 circumstance bonus because of a thing that I have, but it won't let me do that for the demoralize macro.
You could roll that through. Oh, that's rough.
Wow. Just disrespectful. All right,
Right.
I'm done. I'm done. This turn, I'm not describing any of this turn. This turn didn't happen.
Will has consistently throughout this campaign had it rough when it comes to the roll.
It's fine. It's fine. Problem.
You see the shadow like barely spare you a glance before, as you try to unleash your holy light before driving back in, as it's bleeding or kind of leaking out from its wounds. It still is trying to bring Jeet down. You see its shadowy hand reach out to Jeet, pulling him down, but luckily Jeet's armor just narrowly avoids it for it. You see the shadow getting desperate, tries again, and then just completely whiffs it. And the shadow's kind of backed in. It's stuck. I can't even run. It's stuck between the fire, the Jeet and Bear, and the torch. And you see it just pure desperation on its face as it tries one last strike and completely whiffs it. And you just see the music gone, not fear, but definitely a resignment upon its face.
I can imagine like it trying to hurt Jeet, but the shadow's unable to pierce the burning flame, the light provided by it of Nar.
Just protecting him through there.
Is Mockery? Yeah, Mockery has. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot something. Why is Mockery concealed?
He's in the rat thing.
Not the
Oh, got it.
Sorry, I really called like a pestilent aura or something similar, and my brain just goes plague cloud, rat go plague cloud.
All right, what's Mockery thinking?
Oh wait, yeah, it is Mockery's turn. Sorry, my brain went. It's Jeet's turn now. Mockery's gonna look down to this rat, and he's going to give a quick whistle. I can't whistle, so I can't do it. But he's actually going to have his hyena attack.
Nice.
Hey,
He's going to have his hyena actually stride over.
is his hyena named Hyena?
Name currently unpicked, but it could be hyena.
Well,
And
hyena.
swing. That didn't include the off guard if it gets off guarded from the flank.
Yep, the off guard will help also, but roll me a d20 too. I forgot to have you do that last time.
Oh yeah.
Just got to be a 5.
No. The hyena continues its streak of not doing a single point of damage. I want to make clear I am not complaining.
Oh, no worries. All right, but Mockery still has 2 actions left, and he's got flanking with a hyena.
Yeah.
This rat is a little hurt. Nice.
And that did include the flanking.
Give me a d20. Just hit that 5. There we go. That'll crit.
Annihilate.
Nice.
Yeah, that's because that's with. Don't forget your 1d4.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So it'd be 1d4 times 2. That is 1d4 times 2.
I think that may be enough. Yeah, that's enough. How does it Mockery bring him down?
After sicking the hyena onto the rat, and the hyena I imagine like lightly trying to chew on it. Mockery just shakes his head endearingly and just takes his great sword and just wham! It takes that like point on the end of it and just pierces it through its brain, letting that unholy aura do its work.
As you see the aura just devours the rat. You've got one action left. Anything you can do?
Is there a range on recall knowledge?
I don't think so.
Oh, Mockery's gonna recall knowledge on the shadow to see if it's immune to demoralize.
Okay.
And that's religion, right? Since it's...
You have to do a recall knowledge check for it. So it should be in your macro actions.
Oh, heck yeah. Counter with... Recall knowledge, here we go. Not the hyena. Why the hyena?
You're not sure. Like Shinzo Z's? Some say that
that was from the hyena. I don't know. If that
even with Mockery's modifiers there. You kind of hear, you know that you're just really unsure if it can be scared or if it can be intimidated. Shinzo's just have a reckless abandon.
So yeah, Mockery just slightly, emphasis slightly a little sad. Dang, I don't even know if they can be afraid. And that will be his turn.
And you do take 8 fire damage from the persistent. And Wisteria, you are up with just one shadow left on the field.
Oh, can you try to
How is that
end the
shadow
persistent?
looking?
Oh yeah, give me a d20 roll, Mockery.
This one has to be the 15 if I remember. Yippee!
Nice. So you put out those flames.
How is that last shadow looking?
Pretty rough.
Okay. Wisteria has one shot left in her crossbow, and she'll say something like, "Y'all can take care of this, right? Cost me money every shot I make." And I'm gonna delay my turn until after Will, to where I'll take a shot if it's still alive. But
All right, Belric, you are up.
Belric briefly died.
I feel like I want to yield my turn.
Oh, you okay? Oh yeah.
A bit more of his journey than mine, so.
No, go for it. This is team effort, man. The bear and I, like, we're frontliners. We respect each other.
Bear and I look at each other, and then we look at you, and then we yield our turn.
hey, you can buy your arrows at any corner store. Every single one is custom made.
Okay, all right. In that case, Jeet will begin with the attempt at fire with the same gift. So another flare bolt. I'll just roll Divine Lance one more time.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So that's 2 times 3d6. Yes, I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
Finish him.
Yeah. He pulls his arm back, and as the power builds up, it occurs to Jeet as that it's really not just him, or surprisingly also not just Nar. It's everyone that's contributing to this, as like he shoots it out, and it's like the whole team. It's a shot fired from Agnichi of the Gavel of Ivasera, Cleric of Nar, and Friend of Will, and all of that is just happening at once as there's this ray, and when the fire stops, it's nothing left.
Reminds me of Cell being caught in the Kamehameha.
I like to think that the fire was shaped as a gavel.
Hell yeah!
Go ahead. Sorry.
You guys come through. You see yourselves kind of emerge through this unscathed, pretty much. You see the shadows dissolved. You see the rats put down, and you survived this encounter upon the mountain. Sweet. We are going to take a quick 5-minute break and then come back. This one took a little longer than I thought it would, but we got a little bit left of this adventure. We'll wrap it up. Sweet.
Is there? Do you think there'd be time for Jeet and Mockery to have a duel at the end?
Probably not for today's, but we probably put that in another one.
We can stay behind and like have a duel, just two of ourselves on Discord or something.
All right. See you guys in 5 minutes. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the last part of session 15 of Pandemonium, as we see both Jeet and Mockery going through trials of their own atop the Inferno Mountain of Nar. The group just cleared out a group of shadows and fiendish rats. And you all see, kind of looking up, the precipice, the tip of the mountain, not too far away. You guys are kind of getting closer to the end of the trial of fire, as well as closer to where the shadow said it would play. Before you guys head out, is there anything that you were doing?
I'll do one round of 3 action healing. So
Mockery's gonna congratulate Jeet.
When I see you about to do that, I'm gonna do the my angelic halo spell because I forget to do it a lot, and it doesn't. Might as well. It's a focus point, so
yeah. Okay, cool. So it'll be whatever I roll plus 3. No, plus 6 because you said it's doubled its spells, right? Yeah, so plus 6.
Nice.
Oh. That's a low roll. Thank goodness for the halo. Turns it into a 12. So everyone can heal 12 total.
Nice.
Yeah, Mockery's gonna congratulate Jeet. Just looking over to him, kind of looking a little worn out himself. We'll just say,
My friend, you've done it. Or was that the end of it? Is there more?
Yeah, there's one more. Just one more. Stay strong, Mockery. I need you. I cannot do this without you. I have realized. I need you to hold the forces of Shinzo Z back.
Anytime. And I think I needed to hear that. Thank you.
You're welcome. And yes, right now. Let's go.
Perfect. You guys, bolstered by your recent successes, are able to climb up the last bit of this just inferno. And as you guys get like higher up here, you don't need to make a check, but the flames are more intense. The ground as you step, you can almost feel like, for those who are like not wearing like boots or like heavy armored soles, like you can almost feel the heat radiating through. Almost feels like it's burning, like those wearing leather or just regular shoes. You almost feel like it's singeing your shoes as you walk through, and the ash blowing from the mountains as you guys climb up the last bit. The heat gets intense. You see like bits of lava around. You have to be careful where you walk because lava spurns up, and you see fires start spontaneously on the cliffs as you move closer and closer to the tip of this mountain. But eventually you do reach the precipice of the Inferno Mountain. You see a shrine. You see it's surrounded by lava. You see kind of these little kind of almost fissures of volcanic activity around you. And you also see in the middle of it, this time, where before you saw like the burning inferno, and on a different area, the kind of portal of Shinzo Z sapping it. This time you see the portal spawned around the fire, trying to consume the flame within. And like it is going like simultaneously. You see the fire flexing and growing, but you see like this portal just kind of sapping its strength, sapping its will. You see them kind of almost conjoined. Actually, I'm going to throw you on the map so you can see it. You see the flame the flame of Nar, the infernal portal of Shinzo Z. Oh, Mockery, Jeet, what do you guys do?
The it is. If it's hot for me, it must be even hotter for all of you here.
I have fur.
Here, before we approach that and try and resolve it, you might need a little bit of something to help with the heat. And I just hand out everyone a little thing of sake that I've snuck in, just little sips. So I will cast Thermal Remedy specifically for the gain resistance 2 to fire. Perhaps a little too late now, but I saved it for he was saving it for the top of the mountain, so now's the time.
Definitely a good time to bust that out.
And for myself, a bit of liquid courage. All right, Mockery, this one looks like it'll take the both of us working together. Yeah?
Just like the blood door, then.
Oh yeah, way back then.
The what?
You remember the blood door? Where it took some of our blood?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I've completely forgotten about that.
I think it was the second or third session, one of the two.
Outside the cliff, yeah.
The room has blood covering the entryway with a crystal and a circle of arcane runes, cracked and broken. 2 undead creatures. Yeah, right here.
Oh Lord.
Sarah remembers.
I remember. So yeah, Mockery is preparing to basically walk into the portal with his pilgrim symbol held in hand and great sword resting on the shoulders.
Perfect. Mockery, Jeet, which one of you wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Just in case the fire starts hurting Mockery, I can push him out.
Jeet, you step in. You feel kind of the familiar flames. You see the kind of the last line of the refrain: "Embrace your inner fire, and then use the fire. Be sure to use the fire responsibly." As you kind of feel that burning through, but you feel before where you felt an infernal presence, now you feel like just straight, like you almost feel the infernal might corrupting this divine fire, and like just you feel its like touch and presence throughout it. You feel the fire almost beginning to wane. But give me a religion check. Solid. This is a good one for it. You feel that religion. Can you feel that fire flowing through you? You feel Nar's strength, pretty much like you've never felt it flow through you before. It envelops you, and you feel yourself completely transported before. The other times you felt yourself just kind of seeing visions on the fire, where it kind of brought you back to either a memory, it just kind of like it just showed you something. This time you feel yourself like hurled through, and you see yourself kind of floating in this land, and you see the land is like covered with obsidian rock, and then fire is just swirling and swirling all around you. Just the hottest, deepest fire that you've ever come across. With that religion check, you look up and you see a throne made of pure fire, twisting of various different colors. You see a being made of fire sitting upon it, his eyes glowing with a deep orangish red light, and you see him look down upon from his throne, and he goes, "Agni-Jeet, you have proven yourself worthy. I am honored to have you in my presence."
He bows so much that his knees buckle, and then he just falls to the floor, his hands on the floor. "My lord, Nar, the honor, of course, is all mine. I you have my gratitude, loyalty, and undying devotion. Please allow me to be your servant, the words that spill out, arbiter of your will. If you will accept me, I am all yours.
You see him lift his hand and kind of feel the flames almost like buffeting you up, and he goes, "Rise. You will be accepted. You will become a flame keeper. You will carry the fires of Nar with you wherever you go, bringing justice and my will. But know this, loved one. Do not let the fire be extinguished. Do not let yourself become complacent. Do not even look to the leaders of your lands. Be a flame that inspires, be a flame that drives forward. Carry out my justice, carry out my will, and let the world see what the true might of a driven person can succeed."
As is your will, Lord God. Nar. Ateria is on a precipice. Is there anything that I may take back to other followers of yours, so that your will may become clear to them as well?
You see, like he shifts a bit in his throne. The fires kind of like they flicker for not flicker, but they almost like spark for a moment and then kind of like burst out a little bit. And he looks and he goes, "Tell the Atarians, I will not declare a ruler or a winner. If Emperor Terra is truly worthy, he'll be brought back. I will not help. He has lost his flame. Once my good friend, I pity him now. If one of the other rulers truly shows fire and determination and unites them, I may pass my spark to him. So tell the people, tell them to show why I believe in the Atarian spirit. Bring order, bring justice, let the fires run through. But then come back united. And then let's bring one world, one empire."
He rises up, his chest is just like filled with pride. Yes, your lordship, as is your will. And then he will start taking steps back.
You see, you're welcome as a flame keeper. I will tell the first flame. Now clear those fiends off my mountain. You guys see like he gives you an honorable nod, but then kind of like waves his hand, and like as he waves his hand, like you are like you feel the flames rush through you, and you're brought out of it.
Oh my god! And then as I come out of it, I feel a new and more powerful type of fire. Fireball.
Oh, is there any like physical difference that we see?
Yeah, let that be up to you. I know you've got some Ifriti heritage. Is there anything different you look like now that you've been named a flame keeper?
Okay. Yes, there is something. There's a ancestry feat for the heritage that I wasn't sure. I took something else for level 5, but if you're okay with it, we'll just swap it. It's called Lava Soul.
Yeah. Because you get and I think I mentioned this before, to get the archetype, you have to spend a week training with the monks. We can say, or not with the monks, with the flame keeper. So you pick that up now and use that retraining to get that too.
Sounds good. Yeah. So now when I deal unarmed 1d4 attacks, I also deal 1 point of fire damage. So when he comes back, his fists, like on demand, can just glow with fire, and so he comes out with like flaming fists.
Oh, that's sick as hell.
Yeah. Nice.
So you guys see Jeet pop out. Mockery is like Jeet dove into the flames. You drove into the darkness.
Quickly, I do want to say something out of character.
Yeah.
Jeet for Emperor Viteria?
I know, right?
Same thing.
Mhm. But back to you, Deacon.
Yeah, so you dive into the darkness and you feel it enveloping you. You feel the infernal horn, this pilgrim's token that you've carried and crafted yourself. You feel it just blazing with infernal energy. 4 of those symbols lit up: Tomix, Vicinros, Rogs, Makesh's, all glowing with their might. But you almost feel it. Don't see the symbol light up, but you feel the energy of Shinzo around you, opposing you.
This is probably one of the first times he's really felt it. Then, if he feels it at all,
it's one of those like you feel as you're almost transported. You see sets of eyes upon you. You see one. This one probably you've heard tell of it, but probably looks the most unfamiliar for Mockery. You see these wide eyes cut in the shadows, bright wide, and you see this just Cheshire-like grin in the shadows, just smiling, watching, completely silent, but looking bemused. You recognize from your teachings that's Shinzo Z. And you see from the others, kind of like not like as present as Shinzo, but you feel their energy around you. You feel the hellish fire, the fury and fear of Rog standing on the other side from Shinzo. You feel you see kind of the gaudy gold, the desire, the driven ambition, all the power within greed, as well as kind of the despair that Makesh can bring to his foes standing next to Rog. And like, because Shinzo's like there, you see him there, you kind of feel the other Infernals, I should say. You even see Vincentro, or feel Vincentro's power. You feel like this kind of wave of apathy walks through, and you see just kind of like all of the sicknesses that can be poured upon mortals, kind of just marshaling through and joining their might. And you see kind of these two groups, at least in theory, clashing.
wait, I noticed there was one person missing. Tomic?
You don't feel or see Tomic.
Other character, I know why. The main character for Mockery, that just makes him more mysterious and powerful.
But with that, you see, like, you hear 2 voices. You see kind of this clash going between Shinzo on one side and the other Infernal Gods on the other. This kind of just age-old clash that's been going on for the last millennia. And you see kind of that Cheshire smile from Shinzo, but you hear Bennick's voice, the commander of the Hell Knights, kind of coming from the side of Makesh, Rog, Vicinro, and he says, "This is where you choose. Will you serve order?" And then as he says that order, you hear kind of the voice that's been talking to you throughout this whole thing. It goes, "Or you allow yourself the freedom to use your power as you wish, not to be chained to anything. You could be a knight of Shinzo Z, and you would just do whatever you wanted to. All you have to do is repudiate the Hell Knights. You could go, we'll lend our power to yours. You could cause chaos. You could continue serving with your little heroes band. Because we give you freedom." And you see Venick on the other side goes, "But order is necessary. If you become a Hell Knight, you know where the true power lies."
First of the Chaos Knights. What are there Chaos Knights for Shinzo Z?
Like not like official Chaos Knights, but you could make your own Chaos Knights.
Why'd you have to tell me that? Ooh,
Oh god.
no, this is a moment right here. Mockery looks to each side, and he kind of holds his blade, not aggressively, just holding it with the blade facing down as he looks to each side, and he'll say aloud,
Since my introduction to the church, I have learned of the infernal gods. I have learned and have been faithful and have stood with each and every one of you. I have tried to hold true the teachings of Venshiro and face all that opposes me with apathy. All those who would say ill about me with complete stoicism. And to my enemies, I bring to them rage and fear. Fury unmatched. I even seek to become a Black Tusk myself. To become part of that clan. Because I had never had that kind of clan before. My first teachings were with Makesh. He taught me that despair can happen to anyone. Same as winning it big. You just have to keep rolling. I have followed Tomek, and I've only dedicated the most worthy of battles to him. And I have followed Order. I had become an Arbiter. I had become a Gavel.
and he looks to Senzozi, or at least the Cheshire grin.
All my life, I have prayed to you. I have tried to gain your attention. I have tried to gain your favor. I have dedicated bout after bout. I have given you the most that I can to be entertaining. I believe I am something of a soon-to-be legend along with the Gavels. But yet, even in your note to them, you had forgotten me. You had ignored me, passed over me, time and time again. My name, my face, my legend, my presence. You have not bared witness to me! Why?
And you see the shadow just continue. Like, its eyes kind of rove in your general direction. Smile still there. And you see it just kind of like almost like a Where's Waldo thing, like where you just like scan through, you see it briefly, but you keep looking past it. Like it looks meets, glances up.
This hurts Mockery, obviously.
I will bring you into the Order of the Hells, Shinzo. You are chaos. You are freedom. Some say you are even deception. You will have that. But you will have that on Atomic. Under the Emperor of Hell. The Atarians have a saying. One Emperor, one world.
He takes his sword, kicks it so he can swing it to his side, and he stands with the Hell Knights.
Nice.
I will unite the Hells. So say I. Though I never chose my name, who did? I am Mockery, Hell Knight, soon to be Black Tusk, and Gavel of Ivasera.
Solid. Give me a religion check on that side. A religion or intimidation, your choice.
I'll go with intimidation.
I'd go with intimidation.
30.
Yeah, dude.
Solid.
Deserved.
You hear Vinnick's kind of voice kind of filter through and goes, "You chose well." and you see, kind of feel the fear and fury of Rog, the pestilence and apathy of Vincero, the greed and despair of Makash fill you and strengthen you, and you see, kind of once again, like they clash. And you see Shinto's smile remains and his eyes remain, but you do see his shadow kind of fades out. And as you come back in, you're thrown back into the real world. Go
I
ahead.
have one more thing. Could Mockery ask a question of one of the gods as he's being launched away?
You sure?
He would look to Rog, Lord of Fear and Fury. And he'll ask,
Am I worthy of returning to the Black Tusk Isles? Am I worthy of becoming a Black Tusk?
Because you did see the other three, but you did feel their presence, and you feel kind of like a righteous fury well up within you. Doesn't say anything, but you do feel strength, fury well within your arms. And the only thing, you don't hear anything, but you feel that this question say, "Don't ask. If you ask, you're not ready." Take.
Yeah.
And you are thrown back into the real world.
Mockery would slide out, sword still like in hand, like ready to fight. Like he looks around like,
Oh, I'm back.
With that, too, so probably get to this next session. I'll see what you guys think. But you do see two creatures emerge into being. You see one kind of just the remains, like this creature that had been taught to you guys throughout your journey up this mountain, takes shape into this large shadow. You see tendrils eking around it, just gathering up the ambient strength of the world as it gathers its forces. And the other side, you see like this fire, like this, not the fire of Nar, controlled, precise. You see this wildfire emerge. It is burning indiscriminately, out of control, almost a mockery of Nar's tenets, as it just emerges in flame spreading as it walks. And you see these two creatures kind of just come in and howl out. No words are formed, just almost inhuman, not even agony, inhuman, just inhuman guttural noises. It's not rage, it's not pain, it's not agony. It's just noise, as they make themselves noise.
"Oh, what of Nor's fire?"
What?
Oh, I said, "Oh, what of Nor's fire?"
Mockery.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. I was like, I got confused.
I have one of my best friends is named So, and every time someone says, "Dang, I'm so sorry," or like, "That's so cool," he goes, or one of us goes, "How cool?" How sorry. I'm
Sweet.
glad
So,
we've gotten it off here.
I'll let you guys decide. We can finish this one up next session, or we could go into it now. What do you guys think?
Down to do it now. The next session works too.
All right,
Yeah, I'm good with either as well.
I can do it. I can do it.
let's get it
All
then.
right.
Everyone else is okay. Will, you good?
Yeah, I really wish I'd saved my last holy light spell for this. Actually, I kind of wasted it.
It was not a waste. There ain't no kill like overkill.
True.
So
All
these
right.
reaches might be harder to hit.
What's a skills check that's most associated with the gavel? I'd like to roll that for initiative.
Would it be diplomacy?
I mean, I have Arbiter.
No,
Award.
that's arbiter. Yeah, not diplomacy.
Yuck.
Not
I kind of feel like it would be intimidation, given how much like Will intimidates, Mockery intimidates, Wisteria works off.
You
of
guys do
intimidate,
try to inspire a lot of
fear.
fear. A lot.
Jeet like inadvertently intimidated. We just kill Fallen Sons when he just killed that guy. We were all doing non-lethal things. He just killed the dude. Like, we're pretty freaking like, we're not murder hobos, but
People
like
should be afraid of
We're like the
Belric.
smartest murder hobos.
People should be afraid of Belric, but dead men tell no tales, so no one can
Dead
talk
men
about
tell-
his crits
exactly.
except Gavels.
Oh, I accidentally clicked perception instead of initiative. Do you mind setting it to 22, please?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So Tegan, could Mockery roll intimidation for initiative?
All right, go for it.
Heck yeah.
All right, what's our initiative here? Perception? Are you there?
Generally, yeah.
Damn. Oh, goodness.
Sure.
Whoa. I mean, after having stared down a god, I think that's appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about it like that. Oh, shit.
Oh, very easy. All right. Sweet. Yeah. So, let me throw Mockery. You are up first.
So his first act is Red Marshal stance. Can that nat 20 please let it pop off? Or no?
What's that?
Mockery had a nat 20 for his intimidation initiative. I was gonna do Dread Marshal stance for his first action. Could that nat 20 let it pop off?
We'll let it pop off, but I'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus. So.
I thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. One. Huh. Ain't nothing. You know what? No, can I do Dread Marshal twice in a single turn?
I think so, but I'll give both you and G the hero point.
Oh, I'll use the hero point. Thank you. And does it still have the same modifiers if it's a hero point roll?
Yep.
Got it. 24.
Solid.
Nice.
So yep, Mockery will didn't quite track it. Let's see, regular success. Mockery will raise up his greatsword and yell out,
I dedicate this combat to the Gavels of Eva Sarah.
Nice.
and then for his next action, he is going to. He's actually in a really good place. Almost everybody's within.
Oh, hold on,
dude.
dude. I forgot to mention this for you and G. You both get the tap Phalines because you guys both succeeded your checks for the last bit of it. So Mockery, you've got your quickened one, and then 1d4 for this turn. And G, you've got your you can add persistent fire damage to any spell you cast.
Oh, nice.
Or to any fire.
If I tap, right?
Oh no, you guys succeeded. You get it automatically. You don't
Nice.
need to take an action for it.
Awesome.
Mockery's gonna look over. If that's the case, Mockery's gonna run up and hit something. Mockery's gonna look over to Jeet, look at the fire that's in front of him, look at the shadow that's in front of Jeet, and go,
Trade enemies.
I'm going to be using fire. I say, pointing at the shadow.
Avoid.
and Mockery will. Dang, he is in a good spot. I kind of don't want to move, but I gotta. Yeah, he will stride on up. He will stride on up. And he will swing for the fences. Let's see here. 23 to hit.
Oh, that will miss.
Oof.
I don't like that. Say something else.
I imagine like his blade just passes
the-
through fire and hits nothing, and he goes, "Are you sure?"
We'll do this next week. Just kidding.
That'll be
Yeah, we changed our mind.
Mockery's turn.
No, you got
Run down the
one
mountain.
action at least left.
No action to Dread Marshal
You're
stance.
quickened.
Right.
We can
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mockery will get his hyena over here.
This is the highest chance.
Oh wait. Can this thing even be flanked if it's large like this?
Oh, it can, but unfortunately, from that position, it can't be.
Yeah. Mockery will have his hyena run up and then attack.
Alright.
Is that
Solid.
command? Nice, dude.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
Finally.
It's
The
first
hyena
crit is a
coming
crit.
handy.
Not 20 to crit too. Let's see here.
Solid.
Holy shit.
How does that look as the hyena sinks its teeth in?
I imagine it's to do with the fact like it's finally attacking something that doesn't like unholy things. It just starts ripping into it like like an actual hyena, just ripping and tearing into the flames and like biting into them, and then actually like eating the fire as it just rips and tears. And even Mockery's like, "Oh shit!" Like he's not seen this from this guy before.
The Hell Hyena kind of inspired by your true commitment to the Hell Knights coming through.
It would be so funny if the reason why it hasn't done well before until this point is because Mockery had yet to commit to the Hell Knights.
Well, you haven't even given it a name, so it's pretty waffly about
Yeah.
it. It's pretty...
I think I do like the name Hyena. The Belric and Bear.
Belric nods of approval.
You see,
That'll be Mockery's turn.
luckily, you kind of spaced out a little bit too, because he's got some nasty stuff. But you see this creature as you this hyena bites into it, as it sees you, and you see this fiery creature, the same Cheshire smile that you saw on Shinzo appears through the flames, and it just starts smashing down with tendrils of fire and just angrily comes at you. It's going to strike you. I can't do anything crazy. Yeah, I can't do that. So it's going to strike you twice.
Oh shit. Ooh.
So a crit to hit.
That crit. Let's see if that crit takes Mockery down first.
So 28 damage, 2d4
he's still alive.
You have some fire resistance from Jeet's
Ooh,
Oh yeah, nice
Remedy.
yeah. Heck yeah. Persistent damage?
Yeah, 2d4 persistent to
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah.
sweet. So you just see this thing crashing, bashing, crashing upon you, and it is just letting its fire run through.
Reaction. Iron Command.
All right. It's going to keep standing, so give me some damage.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
Nice.
That's actually really good.
That's great.
So Mockery's looking really, really rough after that one.
It is going to use its last action to move.
With it being living fire, does it get any benefits through moving through a target? Because I know in 5e, like fire and water, if it moved through a target, special things went off.
It doesn't. I didn't do it in the path. We had to go around you.
Oh, I see. Oh, good.
Sick. That's his turn. Wisteria, you're up.
Alrighty, so okay. Since I think I posted it in the chat earlier, but when we got those messages, I designated the shadow demon as my lead. So I'm guessing this is that demon itself manifested. It seems like.
Yeah.
All right, so I get to devise a stratagem on it as a free action.
Whose cat is that?
We have a new foster cat. She's very loud.
Ugh.
I thought the cat that I saw earlier looked different from the regular one.
All right. 12, decent.
Okay. One sec.
Hey, head up.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the. Sorry, no, I'm actually gonna recall knowledge on the shadow.
All right.
I get a +1 from it being my lead, and I want to know what its immunities are.
All right. You believe its immunities to be it is immune to bleed, poison, precision. Kind of what you believe to see there.
All right. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, being immune to precision is not good for me. I'm gonna take a shot at the wildfire. I guess I don't have any benefits. Hey, that'll hit.
All right, so that'll hit.
No sneak attack. 10 damage. And then second attack
Nice.
Nice.
for 10 more
Huge.
damage.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, so I'll kind of shout out like the shadow seems similar to the others, just bigger and tougher. Bleed and precision probably won't work on it, or poison. And then I turn and fire 2 shots at that wildfire as it's kind of circling around Mockery.
Perfect. G, you're up.
All right. Even as he starts preparing the one third level fire spell that he has prepared, he thinks about how Wisteria approaches things, and just before he does that, I would also like to recall knowledge on the shadow.
Okay.
And it's like the opposite of what Wisteria wanted to know. I want to know what kind of stuff should we attack it with.
Okay.
Weaknesses especially. So let's see. But I don't think that's going to change what he's going to do.
Yeah, you can look at the shadow and you're like, normally, it doesn't really have any vulnerabilities, but on Nara's Inferno, any enemy on Nara's usually going to have some type of fire, unless it's fire itself, is going to have some type of fire vulnerability.
Okay, all right. So this is going to be, for the rest of the campaign, the flavor is he holds his hand out, and above the shadow, a spectral dragon head appears and just breathes fire on top of it.
Nice.
Sick.
Oh, fuck.
All right, that's...
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use whammy.
Nice! I think it's the first time you actually used it, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Wait. What is this? An enemy within 30 feet rolls a success on it.
Oh, that's what you got from the power stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
It breaks off of a, so it brings it into damage, and the nice thing, even with it's half, but it is vulnerable or weak to fire, so it still does some pretty solid damage on that side. As you see that fire dragon just burn into the shadow, it starts to flicker.
He's just beaming at will right now.
This is how it should be.
Alright. Oh yeah, you recall knowledge. Yep, sweet. Boric, you're up.
Well, I'm not gonna shoot at the shadow because of precision. So thank you for recall knowledge there. I will target Living Wildfire. I'm going to cast Hunted Prey, and I will use Hunted Shot.
Solid. Nice, alright.
Okay.
As stated before, very
No one's surprised.
Only one doesn't hit. All right. First one.
Solid damage on that too.
Right, and then I am going to command Bear. Is there a way that I can have him flank or
Yeah. If you get over here, you should be able to flank.
right here?
Yeah.
Nice. Move him here. Forget this, and he is going to claw. Missed. And that'll be my
Hey.
turn.
You see the fire just kind of maneuver around. The bear strikes. Alright, the shadow is up, and you see it just float towards your Jeep, just glee in its eyes as it comes closer to you. It raises out its hand, and this one kind of tries to hit you with a shadowy hand, but this one seems stronger, more sure of itself than the others. Let's see how it goes for it. Not well. Yeah, gee, you are like the fires that are flowing through you.
Yeah,
You see
baby.
it trying to burn you, but like you just they're trying to like grab you, but the fires just burn it back, and its hands go through. It is going to use Slink in the Shadow. So you see, like as it tries to grab you, it tries to wrestle with your shadow. You see, it is going to try to hide in your own shadow. Oh, give me a stealth check.
Oh, I called this earlier in the session.
Yeah, we got some fun stuff with this one. If he
Yeah, you
does,
did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Hide in someone else's shadow.
oh shit, yeah, yeah. You see, like this guy, like hides through, and he just disappears. You see him like swing at Jeet. The fire holds him back, and like as you like see the flames like roar up, you see he looks like he's gone.
It slowly went transparent. I wasn't ready for that. Oh my goodness.
Crit success.
Will, you're up.
You did.
I think I want to try something different.
All right.
Could I tell that it just sunk into Jeet's shadow just then?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, never mind then. Instead, I'm gonna try to. I'm first gonna move over here. Just gotta get centrally located in case I need to cast a heal spell. Let's do that right there. And then I would like to cast Enfeeble on the living wildfire.
All right.
Just speaks, you are weak.
Yeah, you see some of its flames, like it resists, but some of its flames start to die down. You see it looks a little bit less wild.
Sweet. And that's my turn.
Nice. All right, Mockery. Yeah.
Does Mockery still have the quicken, or is that effect gone?
The what?
The
Oh,
quicken.
Yeah, that was just for the first round. Yeah.
Oh, good. So
Can
Mockery
he try
will
to tap into it again though? Or
Unfortunately not.
oh, okay, so one-time thing. Gotcha.
Mockery's going to whistle in order to bring the. Oh wait, hold on. Definitely want to keep this thing in the actual. Or actually, no, I have a better idea. Mockery's going to whistle to have the hyena go flank with him, or the equivalent because it's already flanked.
And he has enough movement to get over there without going through the square.
Let me double check that. It should. It has. Yeah, it's got plenty.
Okay, sweet.
And yep. And it's going to use a special ability. Hyena support action. cackle. And funny enough, even the description, the hyena mockingly yells at your enemy and bites at them when you create an opening. Till the start of your next turn, each time you hit a creature with each time you hit a creature in the hyena's reach with a strike, the creature becomes frightened 1.
Nice.
My God. Now Mockery's full build just clicked for me.
Full circle.
And then let's
He's gonna be frightened 8.
Mockery is going to attempt to cast the spell on it as well, just to give the biggest chance to crit possible.
Okay.
Touch of Corruption. I doubt this thing is an undead.
Yeah, it's not undead.
So, trying to deal a little bit of damage while giving it a -2 AC penalty. As his tail just snaps into the fire.
Alright, what's the save for that? Or
Basic Fortitude. Sorry.
it hit versus living. Sweet.
Oh, shit.
Oof.
I think it takes nothing from a critical there.
Yeah.
While unfortunate, it does not stop the momentum. Here comes the great... Ooh, I'm going to remember to select it this time. There we go. So, this thing is still off guard because of the flanking.
Yep.
Let's roll. 32 to hit.
Nice.
That'll hit.
It didn't even add the flanking into there, so that's 34. Great.
Oh, solid. Yeah, that'll crit.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
And
Got him.
let's see here. Everything? Everything!
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Holy.
Because
Holy.
anything that you crit in the Marshal's aura becomes frightened. So, well, the yell is unaffected by that. It's still pretty good in my opinion. So, for 51.
Finish him, but I've got something to explain after you finish him.
Alright, so yeah, Mockery just takes his sword as the hyena starts yelling, biting. Mockery kind of gets into the groove of it, and he takes the sword and basically just like half hops up and like swings at it at what basically he thinks its neck is, trying to take its head.
Solid. As you take its head off,
Oh shit!
you see its smile intensifies. And Mockery said it before, Shinto's things like to explode when they die. It is going for 10-foot emanation.
I think that hits Will too.
Yeah, it hits everybody except except those guys in the back.
Knew
the
it
three
was a
in the back.
mistake.
Everybody, or those 3 or 4, technically with the animals. Give me a DC 21 reflex save. You click on it, it should roll it for you.
Mockery's going to get down from this, which is really bad because he has persistent fire damage on him right now.
Oh shit, yeah.
So long as he does a crit fail, he should be good.
Also, hopefully the fire resistance, we'll see if it helps counteract the persistent somewhat.
The persistent, it just hits. So if he's at dying, that's just another dying.
What? Depending if you roll because it's 2, so you can potentially not have any damage. So will fail. You'll take 11. Bear seeds, just to see. Yeah, almost crit succeeds. So he will take 5, and then Mockery, you will fail. You'll take the full 11. Hyena succeeds too. Hyena's like on his thing now. Like he's.
Hyena's sick, dude.
This is the first time the hyena's even taken damage, and it's from a
First time
he's
hyena's
taken
done anything. It's clutch.
Oh my goodness! He was just waiting for Mockery to devote himself.
Solid.
Yeah.
So is Mockery still up or is he down?
Your
no, he's
hyena
down.
resistant to fire?
It doesn't matter. 9 damage exactly. Then so he's down.
Okay.
So that's persistent damage, and persistent damage from the same source. Luckily, is not cumulative.
Yep. So luckily, we're gonna roll through this. It's gonna roll automatically. It should.
So that puts him at. He was already supposed to be at dying 1. Oh shit! I took it off.
So yeah, you are at dying 2 now. Mockery is so you guys see Mockery fall from the explosion. He is burning on fire. Wisteria, you are up. The shadow is currently hidden. What do you do?
Jeet, are you gonna heal Mockery, or should I?
Yes, I
apply some battle
won't let him go down after what he's done for Nar today.
Okay. I'm gonna use. Can I devise a stratagem if I can't see it? Let me see.
I think you have to be able to see it, but can you like search for it? Because it's like hidden. It just occurred to me it's a hidden, so it's not like it disappeared from the battlefield. So maybe you can do like a search action. Is that a thing? I don't know.
You should be able to search for it. Yeah.
Oh, and just notice the little wobbly effect when you go down is gone.
What do you mean?
When you have the blinded from being knocked down, that kind of like black and white effect is gone.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try searching for the shadow. There's a seek macro, so I'll try that.
Yep.
I'll have my pursue elite bonus and throw that down.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are unable to find it.
Can I hero point that?
Sure.
All right.
Oh.
I believe.
Yeah, unfortunately, just unable.
Dang. All right, I'm gonna try to recall knowledge on the shadow to figure out if there's any way to either prevent it from hiding again or anything we can do to like reveal it other than just like using our own eyes.
Yeah, so there's no way to really prevent it from hiding in the shadows. But a large enough fiery explosion may be able to pull it out of the shadows.
All right. Yeah, I'll shout out to G. Like, I think some more fire would help us figure out where that shadow went. So that was 2 actions. And the wildfire is dead, right? Because it's not.
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to move back here to get away from where the shadow was, and that'll be my turn.
Nice. All right, G, you're up.
Unfortunately, Wisteria, that was all the fire I was prepared for today. Also, Mockery needs me. So, a bunch of people got cinched. So, I'm just going to do a 3-action AoE heal.
Oh, sweet, it reaches.
Oh, I just didn't have Mockery selected. If I select him, I get the Warbly effect.
Who did you heal?
So everyone other than Wisteria
Everyone except
gets 8 points of healing. And that's my turn.
I'm at full health though, so I'm fine.
You hear wits from the shadows.
Oh,
It's nearby.
healing, eh?
Oh. Very
Alright.
interesting.
You're up.
Oh. Elric's not the sharpest tool in the box, but He's gonna go heal somebody with battle medicine.
Well, with Jeets, that was an AoE healing. So with 30 feet every direction from G.
Okay. Well,
It's within 30 feet.
I have nothing to target. I'm very confused. I can't.
Might as well.
I don't. Yeah. I'm
Wow,
gonna.
Well,
Ready?
What's that?
Mockery could definitely still use some healing.
Yes.
so yeah, like healing is a
You
good
can also
option.
delay your turn until after
Perception
the
check. Delay is another good option, and then also if you think it's going to hide again, you can also ready. It takes 2 actions to ready 1 action, but in your case, hunted shot is 1 action, assuming you have hunt prey on it. You could ready hunted shot.
I don't think I can hunt prey. Okay. I'm going to heal Mockery.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Thank
just
you.
battle medicine him. So I'm gonna take 2 actions, head over here, or 1 action to do that. Is my guy moving? And then what are you giggling about over there? Should I not be doing this?
No, it's the fact that when Belric walked over, he's underneath the fire token, and I'm just thinking about the fire being taller than him.
Oh, alright.
Short.
I'm not healing shit.
Oh no!
Take it
Just
back.
let him bleed out.
Yeah, he's done.
Just walks
Battle
over there and
master.
just watches him burn.
Wants to go to hell so bad.
Nice.
Okay.
I think you got 1 action left.
Is there something defensive I can do here, or
Try to find it, maybe. Try to look for the dang thing.
seek for a shadow?
Seek it out.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna seek a shadow, and I'm actually gonna look around.
All right, in the system, I forgot you have to designate an area.
Oh, I think that's good.
Dude, I have a plus 13 to seek. What am I doing? Just seek right away. Well, that was an option.
20.
You prioritized your friends.
Bless you.
Yeah, you spot it. Ooh.
Hey,
What?
we did it.
Because you crit succeed, so the hit creature you succeed against becomes observed by you. So yeah, you know where it is. I don't know if that'll make it. Can you see it now?
I cannot.
Can't. Okay, I'll just throw it up then. See it.
Oh,
Cannot.
it didn't move!
Yeah.
It's still right there.
So I will explain. Wait, do I know like specific? Like I can see.
Yeah, you're able to kind of see like it is hiding right in Jeet's shadow.
Okay, so I'll kind of yell that out to the team. Like he is in Jeet's shadow, right where he was before, right next to him to the, we'll call it north. Attack. That'll be my turn.
All right.
Like point out is like an action in this game, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it may be.
Oh shit. Okay.
You do know where it is. You do see it spring into life, but you do see this like with its fiery buddy gone. It is just focused on mayhem. It is going after G with literally everything it's got.
Armor
But
is
Not good enough.
Oh,
everything.
Everything. Oh.
So you see it grasps into you, like just ripping its shadowy head through you. And you see as it pulls away, it's taking a chunk of your shadow with it. So it is enfeebled, give you enfeebled 2.
How dare it?
But that is literally all 3 of its actions.
Is it
that's
revealed itself, or do I need to
Yeah,
do
you-
something?
Yeah, so he revealed, so he
Okay.
I was able to hide again because the shadows had pretty poor luck against you for that last hit. But can you guys put him down before he gets turned again?
I believe we can.
Sweet.
I would like to just take a step to the side and blast him
Blast away.
with my signature spell. Inner Radiance Torrent. 2 actions.
Okay. He'll fail.
Again, the
Dude,
many
that's-
golden eyes open up in front of his face, forming an array, and they all shoot rays of light in its direction.
Is that almost max damage?
Gotta be close.
It
Plus
is.
2?
It is almost max damage.
18 is max damage. You had 17. That's fantastic.
The shadow is wavering. It's definitely kind of leaking ichor, barely holding 2. Mockery. You're still on fire, but you're cautious.
All right, Mockery is going to. He's going to start. He's going to use an action to get up. How do I do this? Yeah, he's going to use an action to get up. Use an action to move. Get next to Jeet. And. Huh. I'm thinking. Spirit, do you want the kill on this?
No. I mean, no. I was thinking of doing athletic maneuvers afterwards.
Mockery is going to use his last action to just swing with his blade.
Okay.
Oh, before you do, just make sure you remove the prone condition so you don't take a -2 penalty.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. All right. And I'm going to remember to select him this time. Here we go. Roll.
Oh.
17.
Fortunately, that will miss.
Yep, so he comes in, tries to swing, and the same thing that happened the first time he swung on the fire. I imagine just like it passes through. No damage done.
Assuming 19 wouldn't hit as well, because for some reason it still added that prone.
Oh,
Oh, weird. Yeah, 19 will miss as well, unfortunately.
damn.
Okay,
That'll be
so it's
Mockery's.
be some fire damage.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, and it was from the crit, so it's doubled.
Yeah. So why did I roll it 3 times? So yeah, take that first one. How's Mockery? How you looking?
Burning alive, but still on his feet.
Fair enough.
Mockery is going to say aloud,
I need some help over here.
Syria, you are
Fur
up.
is on fire.
Jeet, did you say something about doing athletics, like maybe trying to knock him prone?
Yes. Yeah, depending on what you guys
Something like
are doing, I can do that. If you all
Alright.
of you go before, I
Well,
can also try to do damage, but I would rather try. I'd rather do athletic
that?
maneuver.
All right, I'll delay until after Jeet's turn then.
All right. G, you're up.
Okay, I want to do another recall knowledge check between, like physically trying to look at it, between reflex and fortitude, whichever is its weakest. I want to know.
All right.
So let's see. R.
Oof. Yeah, unfortunately, with its shadowy presence, you're just not really able to pick out which of its stats would be the best.
Okay, all right. So 1 is grapple, 2 is trip. We're going for a trip.
All right.
So that was first action.
Yep.
Should I try for 2 or just one big one? I think one big one. Okay, so the second action, I will athletic rush to run over to the other side and just try and negate that -2 from enfeeble, and then final action, attempt to trip.
Nice.
Trip.
Oh.
Just because of the enfeebled, I do have 1 hero point. I do have 1 hero
Yeah,
point.
you know your point, yeah.
Wait, it didn't include the athletic rush.
Oh!
Oh, it did. Shit,
Oh!
yeah, we're good. How's it looking to slam the shadow to the ground?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. Because I don't know. I've never tripped a shadow before.
I mean, your hands are literally
I've never
ablaze.
tripped
There
a
are
shadow.
night lights.
Yeah, what exactly what he said is like because the hands are on fire and they're light, and it tries to hide in the shadows. I use it to try and corner it in an awkward position where it can't move very clearly by shining light all around it. So yeah, that's my turn.
Solid. Wisteria, you're up. The shadow is on the ground. What can you do?
I'm gonna take a shot.
Shoot away. That'll hit.
Attack.
Don't worry about the sneak attack piece.
Oh, right, it's persistent. Or resistance or persistent. So that should be 5 damage from that attack. And then I'll make a second attack.
That'll hit
Nice. Let's go.
Sneak attack.
too. Solid.
Damn.
Awesome.
I think
37 damage.
that is. Put him down.
All right.
Oh.
With Mockery charging up to it and Jeet stripping it, I kind of line up the shot between the 2 pillars and fire them off one after the other, striking at the core or the center of the shadow where its essence is strongest.
Perfect. You see the shadow dissipate, just like all of its ichor just flowing back. Like initially, like trying to flow into the land, but you see the fire of like this land itself rise up and just burn it and disintegrate it, not letting it escape away from your guys' fury. With that, you guys have ended the trial late today, so we'll get into the last little bit of wrap-up stuff next session, but we'll go into that. And the next session will be to you guys wanted to host a peace summit, or not peace summit. I keep saying peace. You want to hope where we take the Emperor's body summit is the best way to phrase it. So that'll be next session on that side. Some wrap up here as well, as you guys will have the 3 factions making their way there. Arcs is already there, but you'll have factions of the Loyalist and the Imperialist make their way there too. So definitely check that out next session. We'll also probably have some downtime next session too. You guys have another week to spend, so come ready for what you want to do all of that. But I'll give this to you guys now. Where is that at in my notes? So I'm going to post this in. Jeet and Mockery, you guys are getting a couple things. You have to pick one of the 3 for these. As you go through your experience, we'll touch a little bit more on the flavor of this next session. But Jeet, here's yours. You get a soul item, so soul relic. You get to pick between one of these 3. Same thing with you, Mockery. One of those 3.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
Shroud of Afterlife? Oh.
Interesting.
Also, along with that, Mockery, you're going to get the materials to make Hell Knight plate, along with a little extra bonus to that, which we'll touch on next session. And Jeet, you're going to pick up because I was looking for like a Control Flames type spell. There's not one. But you're going to get Base Kinesis because it's the same thing from the Kineticist. So you'll get Base Kinesis with Fire.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Sweet. So we'll go into like more like the lore piece and what that means in game next session. But let me know before next session which of the 3 relics you guys pick, and then you'll get to add that into your guy. And we'll touch. So we'll go into the lore pieces for that. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out, and we'll come back for session 16 and see how the Emperor's Summit goes, and get some downtime. Till next time, everyone.